Hello, chat. We loaded into the map. Don't tell anyone, it's a secret. Hey, my Nihilus. How goes the cool dude? I'm busy with homework. I wish you luck.
Hello.
There are some that I found.
There we go.
I haven't touched it since well again. I haven't touched it since
Thank you for the lurk.
when they implemented the easy anti-cheat when got rid of all the mods. That's when when that whole fiasco was going
Did the
down.
GM model get replaced?
That's when I
Yes, it did.
downloaded
This is a new one.
Chill Out and
Hello, honey.
account.
Do you need a veil?
Touched it since because I have
I was trying to make an account, but they said
Hi, honey. Appreciate you.
Are you waving at a blind person?
make an account, but it got really weird, and I didn't.
Shut up.
I didn't make one.
Listen, I saw that blind girl running through the woods and leaping off of logs.
Not really, I suppose.
I don't know what I was doing wrong.
You should be able to copy it regardless. I trust
But
you.
I heard.
Love you, honey. Have a good role play.
You are fucking gigantic.
there.
Holy shit.
Put every of their
Correct.
map. Yes.
Not all of them. There's still
Stick.
part.
Oh, that's sharp. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
3, like
Oh.
the third one.
I'm gonna
but
attack you with a giant
they
owl,
still need
but
part 2
socially.
to the
No combat.
third installments out. But the other ones are there.
No, there's not. There's not. No, it's not there. It's not there. I looked it up.
Yes, hello.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to be washed
Thank you very
until I
much.
am
How's
moved
it
to
going
farms.
Yeah, it's not in here anymore. A lot of controversy.
Yeah,
She's
I'm so
sick
mad.
with a fever. In other words,
Yeah,
she's
I'm
doing
so mad.
Valentine's
It's so
Day
good.
because she's
I
got
really
a
love.
Mm.
I
significant
used to
other.
go on that game all the time.
So
Gross.
Oh, you started throwing up.
Put it in Chill Out VR.
yeah, because
And it's
Valentine's
did.
Day.
Yeah, they
Oh,
did Chill Out VR.
you.
I get it that people were angry and they left the VR chat. I
Yeah,
don't get people
yucky.
their accounts and just erasing all of their avatars from the whole game.
Well, Scarlett's not here today because she's celebrating. So
Because that happened. I
I
had a lot of
looked it
favorite
up on
avatars
I
and
celebrated,
just
but I'm
that.
celebrating here too.
Yeah, I looked it up on YouTube
Hell yeah.
to see like where's the Hustle
Valactor.
series is,
Valorant Valentine's
and
Day.
Valorant Valentine's Day. I don't think Hayden says tomorrow.
You have no choice.
Off.
VR chat
What?
You've been roped into it.
YouTube video and then
Yeah,
report
you
it
got
or whatever.
roped. Turns out
And then they don't want to.
you were the right
Oh,
place at
shit.
the right time.
Oh, yeah, I got the battle pass, so
Hello.
I have to run through it now.
Do you require something?
We have to. We have to.
Yeah, it's like it's an obligation.
You're super quiet.
I finished it and Bears finished it. No, I'm not done yet. I'm on the last one.
Oh, you gotta.
Are you
You have to
late?
run up to
You are
Bears
all
in
good.
character and
Either
ask him to
Either
play
you do that portal
Valorant.
Or open that menu and
He
go
loves
into
it
the
when you
town.
do it in character. Yeah, he loves that. He loves
He
that so
loves when I
much.
ask him in
Yeah.
character.
Yeah, he loves that. He came up to me one day afterwards. He's like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you came up to me and asked me that in character." Then he goes, "That's really cool. I really liked that. That was awesome. It made me smile. I liked that," he said.
You know what I have to do? I have to make this copyable, and you have to do it next time.
I have to, oh god, like the Polaria thing.
Yeah. But me instead, it would throw him off so fucking bad because he wouldn't be ready for what he expected.
What I didn't appreciate for the last.
You wanna play Valorant?
You wanna play Valorant? Good.
Alright, I'm gonna go into Waypoint and trip and break my nose or something, I don't know.
Me and my
See ya in
friends are
there.
tired, but hey, we still got pictures and how your dungeon used to be in VR.
I don't like that it does that. Time for my usual romp. Gotta find Trin. Lyriel! Lyriel! Where are you? I should probably be using my shtick.
Available for to answer some questions then. Thank
Of
you very
course,
much.
he wears a white suit, has a floating book. You can't miss him.
Oh yeah, that guy said there was mayor of some sorts. Yes.
As a fellow person that has gotten their legs crushed, I feel you on that one.
I think they're also looking for him. Yes.
Still
I said
prefer
person because I
having
don't
an
know what you
actual
are.
leg again, but
by something and to figure out what it was. I have
I mean,
a
I love
suspicion it
that.
might be a greater necromancer that is inherently undead.
maybe
That or something far more greater than what I know.
maybe ask one of the mermaids
Hmm?
for help.
I have that suspicion as well.
Right.
We've
overheard them
the
talking
idea
about
that there was a necromancer out there.
something about a
But Lauren seems to be under the idea
I
that
see.
it's something else. Darker entity, perhaps, but I guess we still have more.
Have you seen Brian? I have some
I do
questions.
not know who that is.
You need something, Poco?
He's
No.
heading up the farming effort here.
Huh?
Okay.
I was actually just
I do not believe I have met
had a
Are you
headache
hungry?
for a moment.
No, I ate.
I do not believe I've met this Bryant person.
He's been trying to
Staring at me.
that we need for
All right.
corruption cures that I've been trying to work on, as well as others in town. I wanted to see what
So he
progress.
harvests souls.
No, we are trying to find an alternate recipe. Something that wouldn't require the.
Would you like a cushion? Or
No,
or
I'm
something?
okay.
I see. Well, if that can be found, I suppose it's useful. However, it does seem like a pretty.
Are you waiting for someone?
Yes.
At the very least,
Whom?
if I can find a.
Nanya.
Oh no.
Nanya.
Okay.
He's looking.
I don't have records of anyone named Nanya.
None your business.
Holy cow! Okay, tuck your head. Wait, you're not as tall as me. Forget what I said.
Do you know where they came from?
No idea.
At the very least, I want to try to
Interesting.
make
And
something
what do they
that
look like?
maybe helps with resistance. Something that might.
Just ask me to move.
Even if we can't find a cure, some kind of
Hello.
resistance potion might.
Hello?
We're not interrupting anything, are we?
Do you know what they look like? What
No.
the fuck do you think, bud? What do you think? Do I know what they look like?
We are new here. Yeah. We were told to talk to you about a question.
Oh, that is. So you do a little bit of alchemy as well.
Perfect.
Well, of course, I wouldn't be a very good arcane
Hello.
scholar if
It's
I
good to
didn't
meet you.
understand alchemical properties.
It was
Come on up.
Lawrence, right?
That's good to know.
Who sent you here?
On that topic,
They are so fucking tall.
Croesus.
there was a.
Oh god.
Did you just arrive today?
I arrived yesterday with this one and Fern. Right, Fern.
I assume you're part of the Order of Defenders or whatever.
Yes,
Yes. People seem to be coming to that conclusion rather quickly.
Well,
It's the garb.
You
It's
do
the
look
guy.
like a pair of
Telephone.
people that do have a bit of protection there. You know.
Yeah.
Not to mention
You
the
got a point.
symbolism.
Yes.
Yes, and
Yeah,
the
that would
whole, you know,
A lot
color
of-
scheme.
Lot of blue.
You are very right. I forgot that I was wearing a actual flag of teal.
been searching for applications
Well,
for this.
it's good news because I plan on meeting with all of you very soon. You can introduce yourselves to me then.
I can't escape.
Napalm, they were calling it.
That sounds alright with me. Yeah. Just we are all kind of wandering about at the moment, so. But I can let people know that you want to meet up at some point.
Yes.
It's a term that I heard being thrown around a few times. Whether I haven't seen the material for myself, so I can't exactly call it accurate or incorrect, I suppose.
Better not have anyone stop me. I'm going out where I always go out. The very beginning of every episode. Because that's what I fucking do. Hello, Cooper. How are you? Huh. A weird spot to get stuck. Imagine if I had like the blind shader thing that immediately turns your avatar into a low quality avatar. I can't tell what that is. Oh, good news. The bake is weird. Those beds are pitch black. Oh, that is a steep hill. Oh, what I was seeing was a disco ball. Of course. I should have known. Alright, so there was no one out there. I don't know. Clearly can't look over there. Because it's not a thing that I can do. Oh, Silver's in.
When I looked into the boat, and the captain
he's the
that you
closest
spoke of
thing that we
before,
have.
it
We're
led me
actually
to a
also
letter,
asking for medicine right now
and
too
the letter
from him
detailed
I see.
because of the
a
rest of the
tale of
healers
a
are
man named
out
Wynn,
right now.
I believe.
It seems.
Who was a former
Oh wait, I didn't realize you
crewmate of
healed too,
another
because you
captain
just
that
showed
was
up. I
unrelated
didn't
to the one
realize
you
that.
discussed
Do you
before.
know?
Yeah.
I was wondering if you knew anything about this man named Wynn.
Perhaps I can
She's a
No,
girl.
no,
ask
the girl that's
for
sick.
cloth.
The song, it says it's a she. She's a healer. Stuck in bed. with
Okay,
a
can you sing the
healer,
can you sing the
even though
song?
she's a healer.
But
Disease.
as who and what they
That's
may
all I
be,
remember.
I am afraid. I am as of
Sing that one more
Sorry,
time.
you may go
I
through.
like that. Sorry.
Go on.
Stuck in bed with a
Pat, pat.
healer.
I
Oh
see.
no, I messed it up.
Does
Stuck in
anyone
bed
come
with
to
a
mind as to
fever,
who knew
even though
this
she's a healer.
individual?
Disease.
Like maybe Lawrence the mayor or Adagio?
It can't be Arthur
I
because I
see.
think he's a dude.
What about your friend, the other the
This is
person
time
who knows you?
that is
The
relevant.
long
Uh,
face.
Sorry to
I think it might be
intrude,
her.
but this
Lucine,
stream
I
is
think it
without
is,
audio, in case
if I'm not mistaken.
you might wanna be able to help.
Um,
Oh, I
um,
see.
Okay, I'll inform her.
What's up, Mike?
Thank you.
um,
No problem.
you're talking
I
through
How am I
multiple
doing
voices.
I see.
How are you doing now?
Thank you for your time.
I'm fine.
I'll come to you later if I
You have such amazing vocal
finally
range, Miss Blue.
figure if it's talking and,
Why was I clicking face? It still happening.
I don't know. Wait, yeah, she needs medicine for somebody with a
I'll need to
fever.
do better then. Excuse me.
And he's looking for medical supplies too.
Cloth.
Am I still doing?
Cloth, medicine, whatever.
No.
I think we have some cloth in the
What a weird thing.
I'm a little bit
That was
not
so weird.
used to the layouts.
That was really
Okay.
strange.
Hello.
That was very strange. Like, it didn't even sound like it was coming, like, too loud. It literally
I
sounded like
believe you and I
it was coming out of your mouth.
in the forest
wonder if
together,
that's, like,
yes?
There's the cloth.
That paper
Yeah.
has a bubble.
Thank
What
you.
if that's one of my
That
bubbles?
paper must have done it. It was the paper that did it.
What if I could do
Yeah, it's
that?
your powers
I am
growing.
curious.
I'm
Also, the
You
bubble is your magic.
strike familiarity.
It is?
Yeah. Here, actually, can I see that
What
paper
were
real
we
quick?
talking about? Oh, yeah.
I have been around
Thank
for a
you.
little bit, and
It's kind of getting
She's
old.
gonna take off her quill.
so
Ugh.
maybe it's enough for you to kind of remember me.
What
There you go.
happened?
I
She
recall
wrote,
your large hat.
you see right next to the bubble, there's an arrow pointing out. It says, "This is your
Small
magic you can do."
It
My
is
hat
a
is very
contrast.
That's so
Accidentally
helpful.
climbed up.
Thank
It
you.
is.
Should
Why
we
do
add
you
anything
enjoy
else to
such
it?
a large hat?
I don't know.
It's cute.
What
Do you
is
have your
it?
friends listed on there?
Oh, hey.
It just says Arthur
yeah.
is dead and it's crossed out and says he's alive and well.
How do you know it's cute? You don't
Oh
I
no.
think it
Okay.
says my
That
home
was
church.
a different
Well,
Arthur.
because I can like
died.
look at my reflection.
It's not
Is
the
that from
same
the
Arthur.
temple?
Well, she doesn't have arrow tips on the
Yeah.
end of her
Mhm.
arrows.
Oh, poor temple guy.
Usually water.
Here. How about here.
Hey, Wash.
Let me see this real quick, and let me write this down over here.
No.
Thank you.
Let's see.
You're really helpful. You got me this bottle.
Sorry
What is
for
this
interrupting
I
bottle?
am
Is it for the
curious.
fever?
That's the
No,
healing potion
it
for your
is
burns.
Understandable.
Oh, I should drink it then?
Yes.
You are seeking the blue-haired one, I imagine?
Ah,
Blue hair?
Yes. The one who
I'm
like
gonna.
water.
Here you go.
And
I wrote
Oh.
on the back of it you see friends at the church, and it
Yes, they
says
are
Arthur,
within
Sarah,
this
and
structure.
Lucine.
Oh, thank you.
I was just making sure she didn't leave the.
I'm
game
gonna
without me.
put the
They
bottle.
appear to be burned.
Yeah, you can just you can ask him where he wants it actually, because he
Oh.
works here, I guess.
Empty
Is it
bottle.
considered work?
I'll go check up on them.
I
Did you? Do you have
Hey,
a?
Arthur.
Do you have a bottle?
It's a goodie.
As
It's-
for
it's-
your
it's
hat,
empty.
Yes, I do.
Miss Blue is in here looking
can
for
put it in the
medicine
back.
for somebody
Would-
with a
would you-
fever, but she
What
doesn't
is
know
it?
who has a fever.
Help me find something to help with a
Are you
fever.
looking for something?
I don't
Oh,
actually know.
that's
I
problematic.
Sure.
Get
Yeah. All she knows is a
My
jingle,
master
like a
made
little
They're just
song.
sick, so
course.
I wanted to see if I
I
could
see.
give them something to help feel better.
Yes.
Oh, right there.
Hey,
Curious. Others creating things.
who are you looking for medicine
one
for?
another. Why
I
did
don't
your
know.
master decide
It's
Oh,
a
to
she.
give you this hat?
What kind of medicine do you need?
I don't know. All I know is she has a fever.
Not really sure, honestly.
Where is
She
she?
has a fever.
There's also this jacket
I
she
think
made
at the
for me,
church.
but it doesn't really get cold much here.
All
so
she
I
has is
don't
a little.
Okay.
You
usually
want to sing the
wear it.
song?
Oh yeah, it's
Yes. Extra
What is it?
layers, as I've been informed, are necessary for cold weather.
Fucking
I don't remember
better.
what it calls. Fever.
Excuse me.
Do you
Well,
remember
even
it?
if the weather is cold,
I'm losing
I don't
you.
get cold very easily.
Stuck in bed with a
Oh,
fever,
no.
Sorry, I don't mean
even
to
though she's a
interrupt.
healer.
Have any of you seen
Oh yeah.
pirate around?
Stuck in bed with a
Mm.
fever, even though
What
she's
is
a
a
healer
pirate?
disease.
Oh, your friend.
A man with an eye
Mhm.
patch, 2 swords,
So I
horns, and
came
a
to get
tail.
Oh.
something
The
to
horns and
help
the tail don't make him a pirate,
relieve
but I was
her
told he's a
while she
pirate, so.
rests.
I
I
believe
think she's gonna
when
be
I was
down
flying
down
over
there
the
for
town,
the day.
I saw such a thing in the town.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Right. He
Oh,
might be talking to
oh, goodness.
tavern keeper
You
then.
probably
She just
shouldn't be
kind of
close
instinctively climbed up that ladder so
interrupt,
quickly.
sorry.
Holy shit. Is this I feel like this is happening. Like something else happened too that was weird.
I'll go
What
check
was
on her,
that?
by the way.
I can't
I'll be back.
remember. I don't know.
The
Okay.
tavern
Something
I
happened that was
recalled
weird?
Do you have any fever meds though?
that I have learned its name.
I might have a remedy up in the dorms.
Okay.
Yay.
I guess
What's it?
Yeah.
if you're like around
me?
things often enough,
sorry.
then they stick in
Alright.
your
Also,
head eventually.
I see a little
Yes.
blind girl
My
over
memory
here.
is
I don't.
Yeah, she's kind of
stable
cute.
in this town.
She
When
makes
I
me want to be
leave,
motherly and nurture.
It becomes
Oh yeah. Do you
I
want
already
to have
have
a
a
second
mom.
mom? You
I
can
have
two moms.
I have 3 moms.
I can be your friend.
3
Or like
moms.
a nosy aunt.
Well, more like a mom and like
do you
her suitors.
find yourself at times
My mom's really
Oh
popular.
yes,
I
that
feel
is
more like
accurate.
an aunt.
That is accurate. That is accurate.
I don't.
But yeah, you can call Miss Blue your aunt then. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah.
Like the little little creatures.
No, like AUNT, aunt.
What's an aunt?
It's a sibling of a parent. Specifically
I don't really
of the more
know.
feminine variety.
Oh.
You were born with
No, I have heard of an
Mhm.
aunt. I just don't have one.
Well,
I could be
Well,
yours
now you
if
do.
you want.
I'm not
Okay.
Unless you don't want one.
If you ever need me, you can come to the church.
because I'm a fox. When I was born, I was kinda just
Yeah.
a fox. And it took a while before I could
You said
actually
come.
look kinda human.
What?
Yeah. Like traveling.
Interesting. You were once an animal.
What does that have to do with raising your hand? Why did you raise your hand to
Hey,
tell people
Kazu.
that they said like?
I
don't-
pointed in the direction of
I
the
think it's
aunt.
because she's blind.
Magic.
Lady Kazo.
Oh, I see.
I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah,
so,
she was right
I
there.
was
Yeah.
told to
Mhm.
speak to you about offering my services to the Healers Guild.
Here you go.
Oh,
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
what is
Yeah.
this?
It is a remedy
compose myself for a second. Okay.
In other words, D&D ibuprofen.
Where's the small thing that you've been?
This should help.
Stuff to make
With the
potions.
IV of the Profen. She
Bro,
will
there's a
Not
small
character, I wouldn't
creature
even
that's
know
been
what
following
it
you
would be
around.
equivalent to. So that's why I said D&D
Oh,
ibuprofen.
She was looking
Moti,
for
the
something
one
like
who
ibuprofen just to help
made you pull out your sword a few times the other day.
So I was doing a little side quest.
I could kill her if I wanted, I just won't.
The remedy.
I believe that, honestly.
The Profen will help.
This should soothe. That should soothe her.
Is there
Don't
any-
nod back at me, I can't fucking see it.
I've got Profen.
And I won't charge you for anything either.
I imagine.
Oh,
they're
you got
not-
you
is there
got
any knowledge on the
Profen?
local herbs.
Ignore the blind girl checking her watch.
Different.
Oh my gosh, you got Profen.
Thank you. If you ever need any
Yes.
assistance,
They bear markings.
I'm at the church.
Thank you very much.
Oh no!
One of
Oh
my
my
sisters
goodness!
may drop by as well.
But I
I
have to
understand
course.
she's also a healer.
because I forget a lot.
From one thing
I'm not sure.
Miss Blue, do you see that?
But I am
Do you see that over there?
supposed to.
Different.
I don't.
Look at that.
Is this bit getting old yet?
Wait, hold
Who's
on.
that?
I got this.
Who's that healer?
I have the Chaos Emerald.
This is
Here,
kinda
come out.
spooky.
You're unlocked.
I don't know what it's talking about. I don't know why I'm the Profen will help.
It's Gunther.
Chaos Emerald.
I
The
can't
woman-
help.
How you doing, Kazu? You're very welcome.
Oh, hello.
How you doing, Kazu? How was your sleep?
How Kazu has a
Hey, Elliot. Oh yeah, by the way, why are you here? Do you need anything?
No. I just heard names
No?
or sorry, voices I recognize.
Oh, I see.
When are we gathering?
Oh, do you hear another voice you recognize right outside?
Just come with me.
I don't think so. I wasn't listening for outside.
The small
Kazu,
one.
Oh,
you will hold down the fort.
I see. I am sorry that you have a fever.
Careful.
I hope this
Stop.
does not result in
Well,
your
I guess you can't.
demise.
Do you want me to hold your hand down these stairs?
I walked up the stairs just fine.
Who is she?
Can you pull your cane out? I don't know if
I
you're-
just I remember
capable.
I remember.
Is there any
Then I hope
Oh,
you will
okay.
call
medical supplies
or
you might
find
need?
someone who can.
Wow, you have a good, amazing memory.
That we need.
What do you
You
mean?
remember good?
Different flowers.
Oi, I said.
Moss and whatever.
Do you know who the Profen's
Your
for?
apologies, my legs are a little
Oh,
finicky today.
I think it's your friend Lucine in the
Oh,
church.
Lucine has a fever?
You have
Oh no.
I think so.
But
Because
I
that's how,
didn't
whenever you sang the song to Arthur, he immediately responded like,
Could you-
Who's Lucine?
like it was Lucine.
familiar.
He must be with her. I've got to go before I forget.
I could not create a familiar.
Hey, do you know if
However,
Lucine
I
is
could
sick by
find one
chance?
to myself through a deal.
Because
I don't know, Lucina.
Lucine, Miss Blue's friend.
Did you make a deal?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen them today.
Yeah.
Because I think
I can use
she's
my magic
sick,
to help her, and she gives me food
friend,
and stuff
but
like
Miss
that.
Blue was forgetting that she was sick. And
I see.
so all she knew is that she needed to be here to get a remedy for somebody, but didn't know who. And we were trying to figure out who, and she's like, "Yeah, there's a song," and started singing a song like "Stop getting better with the fever" and whatnot, and then.
That
And
sounds
we were
like Miss
like,
Blue.
who could that possibly be? And then
Probably the best
Arthur
thing to
walked
do is
up
send a
and then-
healer down to the church to assess the
An
situation.
opportunity to learn to.
Mm.
Right.
Apparently, she has like a fever or something like that because she because like
Retaining
yeah,
this
song, so she was trying to get medicine, and we got her
I see.
challenging, though.
something. Miss Blue said it's called Profen.
Profen.
Perhaps
Like
Yeah.
a fish thing?
work on creating.
I don't think it's a
sort
fish
of
thing. It's a medicine.
Enchanted.
It is
item.
good to see you.
Maybe a
Oh, hello,
ring or
John.
amulet that you could speak into.
Oh, this is another John. Remember, were we talking about
That's the
John?
other John that
Of your
that's the
voice.
other John I was talking about. Not Saint John. That's the other John.
That's the other
Oh,
John.
you've been
Who's different
talking
from
about
Jonathan?
me.
Well, no,
Very good,
earlier
thanks.
she was talking about
That
John
would be
Atal
quite
and called him John, and I was like, I call him
And
John
then I
Atal
would
just
not
so
forget
people don't get confused because there's 3 Johns in town if you call
about
John
this
Atal
creature.
John. Because there's you,
Hopefully.
John, whose name is actually just
Yes,
John,
it would
and then there's
probably take some
Jonatal, and then there's
effort.
Saint John.
I'm feeling a little off today, so we're probably just gonna have a
I'm
short
glad you
session
said
unless I get
John.
roped into
I was
shit
worried
and
that
can't
the
find my way out of it.
squirrel's, name
But
for
there's
her
a couple
name
of things I want to do today,
Are able
but otherwise it's probably gonna be a short
to
session.
collect others
Oh
in
yeah,
the town
the squirrel has officially
and
dubbed
find
me
a
a stupid
way
name too.
to gift me such a
Oh.
thing.
But
I
I
would
wanted
be
to check
in
on.
The squirrel can't say Akko, so they're saying acorn.
Well, of course.
That's kind of cute, though.
I'll look into it when
I think it
have
suits
time.
you.
Oh, hey, Pine.
It is
Would be
cute.
greatly
Oh, hello.
appreciated.
Oh no.
Have you told Pine about the armor?
Of course.
What happened to your ear?
Hmm.
No,
Oh yeah,
for the
that
moment, I
that
must
was
step away to check on my Drake.
in the pyramid.
I was there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I heard it.
I
Yeah, you
believe
were there for
are
that.
Nursing an egg?
Yeah, you heard her ear get cut off. I
Yeah.
bet you actually heard that very
Yes, it
viscerally
is
because
still
she
an egg.
screamed.
Oh.
Mm.
I
check
wanted
to
to
make sure
actually
that
check
there's no
on the
damage to
progress of finding. I understand that we.
Are you
The
leaving
whole.
soon?
I can tell you that.
Or answering
There's a lot of progress that's happened, but out of character. The this last week and this week, it's been kind of delayed a bit because there's other stuff happening too, and they're trying to get that ironed out before it enters the final act.
Okay,
essentially.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Lord's blessing on you.
Hello, Kazu.
Okay. Have you seen Brian?
Yeah, so Brian, no, I actually have not seen him
How are
today. I
things
think he
going
might be
today?
feeling sick and sleeping in.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I've been that way for a couple of days. I just wanted to check on a few ingredients that I needed for some of my potions.
Oh,
I'm
thank
still
you.
trying
That
to
is quite
experiment on a
helpful. I fed
corruption
them earlier this
resistance
morning, but
potion.
did not have a chance
some
to
kind.
grab new food.
Oh, like to impede it before you get corrupted, rather than
What the fuck?
But to okay, that would work well. In
What's
line
the
with what Research is
watermelon
working on, too.
on the
We have a
clouds?
lot of people who are trying to currently perform a ritual for Jonathan.
To actually see
Cure
if
the
they can find an
corruption he
alternative
has.
way to actually get rid of the corruption, like once you're already
Oh,
corrupted.
yes, this talk.
I have a way to hold it in stasis for now, but unfortunately, I don't think that's going to last very long. It might end up going in if we wait too long.
Why don't you just
Kazu
kill the
knows a
corruption?
man who would not take the
Tavern
cure
basement
potion?
might have some information for you.
Honestly, that's not too far off the mark. She said, "Why don't you just kill the corruption?"
He refuses to take the
Jonathan?
potion
Well,
simply because it
No,
can
the
kill his
corruption.
soul.
No, the corruption. The stuff that's causing the corruption.
Well, if we knew how to kill it, I
we
guess
even
we
know
would have.
Crystals.
We don't
Well,
even
yeah,
know
yeah.
what the
It's an odd
source is,
choice.
do we?
No, not yet, unfortunately. And that's the thing is, if we could figure that out, that would totally be something that I would do. Is just go and try to kill it.
We have a lot of
One-
potential options, but right now it seems our best lead is the ritual.
Can you freeze it
I ended
off?
up needing to use the potion on someone else who got
Oh
corrupted
yeah,
while
that's
we
basically
were
what's happening
going
right now.
after the
Is
drink.
that they're like holding it still for now, but it might not hold for long.
Oh.
Yeah, I believe it has wear on the body. Like it stops you from being able to eat food, but your body still requires the nourishment.
Well, sure.
I see.
It's a race against time at the
However,
moment.
I
it
see.
still does seem foolish to not
Excuse me?
choose to live when an option is presented to you.
Hello, Byron. It's good to see you again.
But he's in the basement of the tavern. If you wanted to go talk to him.
Yes,
I
your
will.
life is no
Is your
longer
ritual
guaranteed.
mostly magic-based?
Oh no, I
or
don't mind at all.
Is there any
I don't blame you.
components or
Yeah.
ingredients part of
Did
it?
you see
There seems
Don't
to be
fucking do
think
it,
some of your
Mochi.
mana
Don't
from
fucking
the
do it.
Red
ritualistic
spear
elements
has
to it. I'm not too.
Don't
familiar with
fucking
it.
do it.
your tree because there's like a new
just work at
gem.
the
Good.
church.
Yeah.
Okay,
I know
and
that
they're
one
in
of
the
the
basement of the
components
tavern,
needed
correct?
was.
And there's also a lot of just random
Okay.
crystal
I know
stuff
that
around
one of the
here now.
components
Like
needed
the
was
armor,
the sheddings
the
of
iron
a
armor.
reptile,
Somebody
as I
took
had to
it,
go
and now it's
out
replaced
with
with a
walking.
completely crystal set of armor.
Stasis, I believe. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
if it's
see.
sort of the stasis,
that was
that
the
could
question.
still be useful if that's used to keep it stasis. It could also be used
Wait, did
for
they
a
leave?
resistance potion. Let me check on that.
Okay.
What?
That bird is huffing, and they don't like it.
You scared me.
Hello.
Is your wings okay?
Hi. I recognize your voice.
That one time that we were in the forest together, you seemed to hear the golem coming from underground well before anyone else did.
What are you seeing?
Well, I'm listening.
I'm too scared.
I'm sure you could have heard it if you just listened.
Where did you see it?
Perhaps. I'm just curious how strong your hearing is.
Do you want me to
For
quantify it?
example,
Something scared him and
What do you mean?
in a way,
he won't tell me where
could you hear my heartbeat from where I am standing?
No. I've only ever heard a couple of people's heartbeats.
How about now?
Uh-uh.
He was just like right here walking up from the gate.
What about now?
Mm-mm.
Interesting.
I can only hear Mom's heartbeat, and then there was this one time inside of the Necrodome where some people were dying and I could hear theirs.
I see. I've not been into the Necrodome.
Someone died. I heard it.
I see. Perhaps I should take a trip there sometime. It could provide valuable information.
Okay.
Oh, also, you recognize my voice because I have healed you multiple times.
But you've healed me? I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a
Yes.
bother.
I'm going to take that as a yes.
My job is to be a healer. It is not a bother. Now, if I were told to perform blacksmithing, that would be a bother, as I have no relevant skills.
I don't get it.
I am unable to work a forge. So
What
that
does
would be
that have to do with
bothersome.
anything?
My skill sets are for healing people, and that is the job that I chose to take.
Okay. This is like the most awkward
So you're
conversations
not a
as
bother.
Poca. Okay, I'm sorry.
I do not understand what you're apologizing for. I was simply explaining.
Oh, okay. Most awkward conversations as Poca.
Hello again.
You scared me.
Is your mother around?
I can't hear her heartbeat. I don't know where she is.
I see. Do you need someone to guide you through town then?
No. I can make my own way through town. I've gotten used to it at this point.
Alright then. This is Lyriel's blind child.
I see. I don't know if I've met Lyriel yet. I might have.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't.
not great with names.
She is the green-eyed elf.
I see.
Oh,
Well,
I see.
I don't.
Very, very busy.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
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 Well, I should probably get going. I need to find my mom. She'll get worried if I'm gone too
Of
long.
course.
She'll think I'm out in the forest or
I've been meaning
something.
to ask her about any
Well,
progress
do
on
take care then.
finding substitutes for the flower.
A lot of people seem to be trying. If you wanna talk on
Joke is, I was in the forest. Ha, what a bitch. I've done it. I'm too smart for them. I know, oh, far too much.
Yes, but where into the forest are we going?
You have to admit that was a really
I am
cool
so
trick
sorry
that
for
we
all
found.
of this.
I see.
You're not very observant, are you?
Alright.
It'll narrowly
Here.
miss. Exactly.
Gosh.
I might need that one. Alright, what do I give you for that?
apparently you didn't follow up on the favor thing, so give me some acorn.
I didn't follow up on the favor.
Ooh, shiver. You are a goober, that is all. Thank you so much, Alpaca. Very appreciated.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Step out the door.
Puka?
And
Yeah?
I know you can't see me, that's why I'm talking.
Under the overhang.
Did I like
Assault
run
to
through
give you
something
this?
you were doing? I'm sorry.
I'm trying to find some of the
No,
church
no.
members that are working on that.
I'm gonna like slowly put a small little bag in your hands.
Oh, I see it.
Huh?
Are you alright?
So,
What is this?
whetstones. You have a sword. Now, I was told to get you one in case you need to sharpen.
Are you in need of
Oh.
I'm mine in the mine, so I'm the one that collects them. Well, I find them occasionally. So if you want to sharpen your sword, you can use that.
Would you like
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be all. You can continue looking for Lyro, though I don't know where she is.
That's okay. I always find her.
We are here.
I can hear her heartbeat.
Perfect.
Thank you.
The rest of you, could you gather all in the middle of
Yeah,
town
you're
for a
welcome.
moment?
I believe
Actually,
currently they are helping with the mission. They are helping.
I believe Aang can save the world. Burn. Oh, wait. Poke memory not serving as good as it supposedly should be. What the fuck is Watch doing out there? Too bad I can't see him. Too bad I'll never know. The fuck is happening there? I found her.
Hello, Puka. Oh, oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to run into you.
It's... Oh, no, it is alright. I understand. Hello. I am glad to see you back on your feet and walking normally. What?
I have whetstones.
Oh! Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Some man just came up
Okay.
to me and gave them to me.
Those
I
are
don't...
for sharpening weapons.
Yeah, that's what they told me, but I don't... I've never used one before. I don't know how.
Ah, understand. Okay, so whetstone is sort of like, the name is also sort of like what it does. So what you do is you wet the stone with water, and then you take the blade and you hone the blade by dragging the blade at an angle back and forth on the rock.
Oh.
It sharpens the blade. Yes. If you have a blade that needs sharpening, I can teach you, but, did you want me
Okay.
to hold these, or?
I don't know where to put them. I don't really have like a bag.
Oh, did you want me to put him in the cave?
Okay.
Okay, oh, there. Hello?
Just checking. Did you
Yeah.
find a way home yet?
Oh, they will, no.
Again, let me know. My ass will be the first one out the door.
Yeah, I'm working on it, I promise. Thank you.
I don't want to go home.
Oh. I think you're the first person to say that.
I like it better here.
Oh. Well, I mean...
Do you know?
Ha!
No.
I knew you were there because of your heartbeat, obviously. Obviously, I knew, but...
Of course.
Your voice just scared me.
Of course, yes. Da.
Obviously, I knew.
Not the one night to get scared. I have snuck up on people today and then they watched it happen. Although you did sneak up on the blind girl, so I'm not sure if it is something I should tease you about or not.
No. She didn't sneak up on me. I
It
was
wasn't intentional.
I was keeping a keen ear out. I heard the heartbeat for sure.
Oh, this is. Okay, gotcha. All right, I won't make assumptions then. Well, she found whetstones for one, so that is good. And then she doesn't want to go home.
The forest is alive.
Oh, yes, the forest is alive.
Yes.
What do you mean, duh?
So da is yes. Da is yes. Da. Da. It is
Oh.
It is agreement.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm still I'm not familiar with the June bug talk very much. Sorry.
That's okay.
But yeah, does not want to go home, and I don't understand. Everybody in this place is itching to leave, and you actually want to stay?
Was that a question?
Yes, I'm having like problem because like you have no idea. I've walked through town and told everybody that they have to leave, and they're like, "I want to go. I'm stuck here. Fuck you." And I'm like, oh, "Well, okay then." I literally just had the man walk over and say, "Did you find a way to leave yet?" And I had to tell him, "No, unfortunately not." And he's like, "I'll be the first ass to leave." And then you walk over and you're like, "Hello, I'd like to stay here forever."
Well, I don't want to leave.
Why is that?
It's better here.
Yeah,
I like
well,
it
that
here.
is the first time I've heard it. I mean, it's obvious, but
I mean, look, she has been behaving around us.
that is true. That is really hard to go back to anything else, probably. That is true.
Wow,
You're
fucking
completely
gassing yourselves up. Holy shit.
I mean, just look at this. Oh,
Ow.
okay. Yeah, that's
Just look at this.
I'm never going to recover from that, and then it was really unfortunate. I was doing so well, and then I sort of played myself. What I'm saying is that
What?
what? Nothing.
Continue.
It just
You're
looks
doing
smug. Nah. Yeah, what I'm saying is that we're pretty cool, and you also have a very good guardian.
Are you trying to call my mom beautiful? Wingman.
So, yes and no. If I was trying to be direct, there's poetry that would fly from my mouth because that is what your mother is worth. However, in the normal context of these, I am just acknowledging that she is in fact beautiful.
So
Please
what
do
was
not
the
make
no
any
part?
assumptions that if I was trying to call her beautiful, that I would say that she is radiant like a red leaf fallen from a tree on a patch of pure white snow. She strikes out like blood and passion in a vast, empty field of purity.
Can you slow your heartbeat down? It's really loud.
Sorry,
I can't
didn't hear
think.
anything.
See, that is why they get flustered.
It's getting really
they don't
quiet
like hearing
now.
that they are all the humble. They don't like that they are the humble beauties of the world. Oh, what the?
What?
think
What? Did I
crashing.
do something?
No, you did not. I think my headset is having problems out of character. Because I am stuck and it's not updating. Oh. That
Oh,
was a
you're
really
back.
bad lag. Okay, I think I'm better.
Did the creature find you?
I broke. But yes,
The
no,
creature found you.
I was.
Huh?
And what I'm just saying is
Why are you
that
calling him a creature?
you know,
who?
I try not to fluster your mother. She has a reputation, so.
Mochi.
We didn't speak
Okay.
to Mochi. The white creature.
Da.
Poco loves
Oh.
Oh my goodness, no.
Yeah, that thing. They did not find you?
Ugh, shiver.
Interesting.
I was specifically asked to show up for something. Just me and
hello.
The one moment I have
There's
to
some
guard
like
my
claws hitting the ground.
Thank you, you did a good job. I shall get something for you in just a moment.
Did you see who built this cave?
No.
Oh, this thing. I actually haven't.
Try the ball game over
No, Mochi came up and told
Did you
me.
see who built this
appear
cave?
to be unable to follow the movements of my claws.
Oh, do you know Mochi?
Are you?
I've
blind?
already talked to you before. We've had this conversation. I recognize your voice.
This is
Oh, I
what,
see,
and
I
they do not
see.
remember.
Mochi has.
They just
gained the
asked me if I
ability to
saw
speak
someone.
to other foxes, I guess, or foxes of that
That is a
breed, at
mistake.
least. Pretty cool.
Okay,
pretty handy.
you know, speaking of your mother, is it okay if you stay out here for just a few moments? I do have something that we have a thing to discuss real quick.
I was
Okay.
It's sort of
actually
like a
in the middle of
surprise.
crowd, but because
So
I feel like that's what you said last
you can
time.
stay here with the owl.
Just the two of you.
But it is actually a surprise.
Immediately ran while everybody was
And
talking.
I'll tell you, if you don't say anything, there will be cake.
Oh,
I did.
really?
Yeah, so just give me like just give me like 5 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Okay,
This is a
cool,
very cute
excellent,
little-
thank you. There's a game where you roll balls up a
When you get halfway
thing
through
over
the
there. I
town
don't know
with
if
no
it
one
is anything.
spotting us until, well,
Here, these are
thank you.
whetstones they found. You can show them how to use whetstone or something. It'd be 5 minutes.
I've never seen it in town before, though.
You want me to show them how to
It's just
sharpen a
telling me how far
weapon
back.
when they can't see?
Perhaps.
Is it like a fox? It
Why
looks
do
like
you
a fox
carry
fox.
two sticks on your
Oh.
back?
That's not the. I didn't mean to.
Careful.
I've got it right here.
Steal you two for 5 minutes. Small
Yeah, sure.
fox
We were
will
just
do.
looking.
I know. You're right there.
You stay and then they'll get
Is
you
it
treats.
wise
Oh,
to
what?
allow
What is
a
it?
small blind child to possess such a
We don't know
sharp
what it is,
object?
but it looks like a fox, kind of.
As long as they don't stab themselves.
I think they understand.
Have you harmed yourself with your sharp stick?
Because Mochi came
Who's
up to tell
asking?
me about this, and then and so I
I
asked
am
them
what?
if they know Mochi, and they know.
No,
Mochi.
it's an expression.
Oh, well,
I
mean,
was-
it is a smart fox. Okay. I need to borrow you two.
No, it was funny.
Thank
The
you.
kid was
I'll be
being
right back.
facetious, don't
I'll have
about
your
it.
yeah, I'll have your treats, okay?
What is
Sit,
facetious?
stay, roll over. I don't know.
You don't know long words either.
Probably offensive. I'll be right back.
Well, I mean, long-term
It's like sarcasm,
learning comprehension can
like
be an
a
issue
bit
with
of a-
short-term memory loss.
Why?
Curious. It is speaking, but without true intent.
Yeah, like that. Like
Kinda.
sarcasm.
This creature behind you, which you cannot see, seems familiar. In
Yeah, I
a
don't feel
way.
like I can see anything, honestly.
That is because you are
So it feels like a
blind.
weird thing to mention, like in terms of specifics.
Yes, it is an odd way of phrasing it, but I am not aware of the optimal way of speaking about things in your presence.
Okay. Just pull out the Ness there.
Why do you possess two sticks?
Well, one of them's my lucky stick, and the other one's my new stick.
Do you possess sticks?
I mean, not at the moment.
Ah. Do you possess sharp objects?
Yeah, it's on my back. The sword.
May I see it?
Sure. maybe.
Hmm. Ah, oh.
There we go.
It would appear their stick that is sharp
I can't see
is
it.
much larger than yours. But that would make sense, as you are small.
Most people are taller than I'm. You just wait. I haven't hit my growth spurt yet.
What is a growth spurt?
It's when you
It's
grow a
point in
lot in
human
a short
development in
period of
which,
time.
yeah.
Ah, rapid growth. Through magical means?
No, it's just natural.
Curious.
Magic doesn't
And
exist where
this
I'm
one.
from, I think.
Do you speak, creature? It appears unwilling to communicate.
There's
That is
another creature
understandable.
somewhere.
It is behind you.
Yeah, it's a little
Gently
ice fox.
nudges the back
Kinda
of
looks
your
like
leg.
It is small and fluffy.
Fucking Vulpix? Can I touch it?
It does not appear to be violently opposed to this.
Just be, slow and careful. It's probably just fine.
It would be most embarrassing if this child lost its hand, however.
Why is it so soft?
I was
Oh,
giving.
pish posh. I've lost a hand before. It's not that big of a setback.
I see. Do you possess many spare hands?
No, but I possess the knowledge to make one. Either via magic or through physical means.
Curious. You can replace limbs that you have lost.
Yeah.
When you said creature, I didn't
Watch
expect it to be that
recalls losing-
small. And soft.
Yes.
Are you soft?
It is. I believe that I am, yes.
Well, they're a large owl, so they likely have
Wait, they're an owl?
like soft tufts of downy feathers.
Yes. I am akin to an owl.
Can I touch your
Although
feathers?
there are other things. I do not see why you cannot. You must move forwards.
I don't want to, like, trip over your feet or something.
I will guide you. Take my hands. They are large.
Wait, oh my god,
Here.
they're so big.
Walk forwards. Yes.
Wait, how big are you?
A little further. I am twice your height.
About 6 feet.
Wait, does that mean I'm 3 feet?
Thereabouts.
There.
Oh, you are soft.
Between the two, which is softer? Myself or the creature?
The creature's definitely softer.
That would make sense. It is fluffier.
I want to be soft. You guys felt nice to put my hands
Perhaps
on.
If you located fur of your own from a source and attached it to your body, you could
I
also
don't think
be
I should
soft.
do that. It was more of like a it would be nice rather than like a I'm gonna go do it.
Ah, yes. That I have heard come from many in this town. It would be nice is an interesting statement. It is
Well, I think it's like it would be nice without the caveats that would come with it. Or like
What is a caveat?
I think it's a
like a
really
drawback or
expensive dish of food.
Hmm.
No, that's caviar.
As
Oh. I thought that's what they asked.
Curious how many languages share common words that confuse one another. It is
yeah.
strange.
Especially where this
There's a lot
one's
of things in
from,
the world.
There are like several languages that stem from a single root language that have different variations. There are like 6 different languages based off of something called Latin, which is an ancient language where they're from. At least I'd assume it is. And with
How do
6
you know?
different languages heavily based on Latin, because I've lived on a world very similar to that one.
You moved very
from what you've
quickly
described.
into my peripherals.
I have this for someone so large. I am apparently very sneaky, so I apologize.
Did you
I have
guys
been
make
conversing
babies?
about fluffiness.
I'm sorry, what?
You were gone.
Oh.
I thought
Did you engage in a mating ritual?
that's what I was told.
No.
Wait, I'm sorry.
No, not.
Oh, forget I said anything. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you embarrassed.
I feel. I'm not sure how to answer question. I don't know. Is the Valentine? Is the heart? Is the Violent Heart Day? Is it a mating ritual?
What
I mean,
day?
sometimes.
The Violent Heart Day. With the
Valentine's Day sometimes involves mating rituals. Yes. Though, I mean, I think the question is whether or not you did, and not if you were going to.
Oh no, no! It is I only exchange gift and there's food. You're welcome to come in. I came to get you. This all. And the little fox friend, I owe you food. I have cake. I promise. If you want to,
I
you can
hope
come
the
in as
copulation
well.
was successful, and that whichever
No,
in the
there's no
pairing
copulation. That's not
is
even
the
how it
parent
works.
will give
Yes,
birth
I
to
think-
a. Yes.
Watch.
I'm just here to cause trouble.
Everybody's female. That's not how it works. I mean,
Wait,
we probably
why
could
not?
have stolen a child and then made them into a fae, but this is a longer process.
Yes, it is.
Why doesn't it
There
work
are
just
other
between
methods. I
women?
just don't think they're particularly attainable for this town.
I'm sorry. What did you just say, small child?
Why doesn't it just work between women? It should.
You know what? I will take you to talk to your mother, and she can explain it in detail.
Okay.
Incompatible components.
Yes.
It's like,
okay, so small folks.
It's like trying to put an Apple charger into an Android phone.
They should change that.
What?
They should. They should have a.
I'm
they
putting
should have
it-
standardized universal parts. The only reason why you ever make your own is so that the other people can't use any of your products for anything else.
I was
Sounds like
talking
it's
about
being
women.
selfish. Oh, that well. Did so. I. Don't ask your mother. Come. If you'd like to come and eat food and things, it would be rude not to include. Everybody's welcome. There's cake. I'm going to just walk away from this conversation now.
Wait, keep talking.
Yes, watch. Okay, I'm talking.
Echolocation. The kid needs to be able to know where they're
there's a ramp
going.
Here, careful, because there's like a little bit of a dip.
I've only
And
been
you'll
in this
find- yep,
cave
there you
like
go.
twice maybe, so I'm still not used to its
That's true.
geography.
Well, you're going down.
rocks.
It's pretty
Hell yeah.
smooth. We'll go this way. You're good. Okay. You just come down this way. Everything too far is smooth. Okay. Good. Okay. So you're going to want to follow my voice because remember there's a pit there. I don't have anything there, so don't fall. Okay. And then we go
You
this
still haven't
way.
put up a railing?
So what you're saying
No,
is...
well, it was yesterday that the...
What
it
if
just
someone
failed.
trips and gets hurt?
Okay, just... yes, I'm just going to guide you around this crystal because it's pointy. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I don't know how to explain sharp rocks. Okay, no, just keep following advice. You're good. All right, it's going to get a little steep again, and it's going to tilt. So be careful. Bah, bah.
Why is she a lowland Vulpix?
Yeah, there's a sharp decline, so careful. Okay, it is going to even out, and then there's just that little climb into my room. Okay, you'll be okay.
Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. Something, something, ever. From now until forever.
But yes, yes, Oh, no, I forgot the cups. I'll run into tavern and get glasses.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna take Akko because this one has a question for you. It's about children. And you can
I'm
figure
fine.
that one
Bye.
out. Akko, yeah, no, come help me get cups. We need to
Here,
take
let me grab my
some.
cake. Let me grab
Right,
this
I'm
cake.
just drinking straight from this in the meantime.
Oh, you do.
Because I'm
so
going
out
to
of
need it.
character. Out of
Mhm.
character, that is a strong alcoholic, basically sap-based mead, and not only does it
Hype.
taste sweet and sort of basically full-bodied, it's sort of like it's almost like chai tea, except alcoholic, and the sensation and reminiscent memory tastes like coming in from the cold and warming up. And then also a bit of just like that aftertaste of cold, bitter nights. So you enjoy that, and I'll be right back with cups. Yeah, okay.
Oh,
All right,
that's
small child,
dangerous.
fast car. I'll be right back. We're gonna go get the cups.
Why can't two women make
goodness.
babies?
You want me to handle this one?
Mom?
I'm thinking.
Okay. Because that smells strong.
It is so very strong and so very good. And I think I need it to answer this question. Okay, so, why can't two women make babies? Well, I suppose if you were really dedicated to the act, you could probably do so through the creation of something that might have like some false life attached to it. Like, let's say you create a fetch, and then you swap the fetch for a child from elsewhere. So like a human child, right? And then you take the child, and then you make the child your own. And that's the way that two women can have.
Yeah, but they're asking why they
Such.
can't normally.
I mean, that's pretty normal.
Like through conventional means.
Wait, do you have to have three instead? Is that why there's three of you?
It's pretty normal. But
no,
that's different. It's not. Okay, so you try your method.
Okay. So, from what I've heard of you talking about, where you're from, how far into like school were you?
I think
Well, my mom never sent me to school.
Okay. Well, okay. So, what do you know about like the human body?
I listen to books.
Okay.
How do you listen to a book? I'm curious. Does it like?
Well,
is it
someone
magic?
on the internet will
Does
read it
read
for
you
you.
its own pages.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
it's
don't know
a
what that is anymore.
type of technology from where she's from. It's a lot more advanced than what can be created here.
Wait, I thought this world was more
So-
advanced.
Magically, yes. Technologically, no.
Green haired lady.
No.
What do you mean green?
But yeah, so basically there are differences in
Oh, do you mean plan?
like
Does she look
male and
plan?
female bodies.
She does?
Yeah,
And in
boys have
order
the
to
giblies.
reproduce,
I think so. One moment.
yeah, you need giblies and
Are you
girl
talking
bits
about
to make a baby.
Ryan?
So 2 girls can't make a baby because they don't have giblies.
Right, it's
Oh, so only
requirement.
2 men can make babies?
Walking away from that.
Well, they can try.
No.
They could try.
Speaking purely from like the organ standpoint, it takes a male and a female to make babies.
Why?
No, the librarian.
They should change that.
Because they have compatible parts. Well, theoretically speaking, at least in your world, the ability to do that was pretty close. If the internet was around, like maybe like 50 years tops.
Oh, thank you. I made it myself. I was hoping it would
You
show.
made this. That's.
Oh, that yes.
So I suspect there are probably magical means of like transfiguration that would make it
Same
possible
flavor
in this
note
realm.
because you did hear it from.
I didn't hear it at all.
Oh shit. Okay. The drink is a strong herb, basically mead.
Oh, I guess.
It's sort of
like
like a,
yeah,
it's
no.
like
If
a
a sufficient
alcoholic
spell
chai
were
tea.
developed, it'd be
And then
trivial here, but
it's also
I don't think
flavored
one has been.
with the sensation of coming in from a very cold winter's day and getting warmed up, and then at the aftertaste is a basically a
Well, I could
cloudless
probably go
winter
down to the
night.
library and.
What's
pick up
Lyriel
on some
staring at me for?
transfiguration spells. Probably devise a way to do it.
It is esoteric.
I don't think she needs that. Like that's an advanced topic.
No, she.
Oh.
No. So she asked why it wouldn't work.
Oh.
And then like
Thinking about-
mentioned that it should
just
work.
like silly,
So I'm just talking about ways that it could be made to work.
I mean, you're correct.
Like really esoteric things.
Besides, the base concepts are perfectly fine to talk about. It's not like I'm talking about the actual act.
My reward for the acorns thing after, all
Oh,
the,
yes,
like there was a lot of backlash and they said they will give
In
me
Aether, I'm the one ruining people's purity. In Waypoint,
And
my
they gave
purity
me
is
the
ruined.
ability to they gave me a boon
I'm
for
going
the
to have more.
ability
Wrestling.
to make one acorn make a small explosion once a day.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Here, there's
Ooh,
a
grenade.
cake for you.
You want to try some?
Essentially, I don't know what that is,
Just a
but
little.
essentially.
No, thank you. I already ate.
It's incredibly potent. Oh,
Are you from one of those modern worlds?
would you like some cake?
Sometimes.
I already ate, but if you could save some for me, I'd be really appreciative.
Oh,
We'll save some for you. Absolutely.
Yes, we'll save some. I also have meat and other things. Don't worry.
I need to let myself go
I'm
out.
surprised.
I guess I can try some of the
Told
drink
her I've
though.
died before.
Oh, yes. I want to try the drink. Little.
yes,
little
yes,
sip.
yes.
Maybe just to.
Just take
They're
a
not
little.
fake,
It's
so-
very, very.
It's a
potent.
really big cup.
Very little sip.
She's a very
Poca.
large lady.
Poca, if it's all right with you, would you like a drunk roll?
Oh no.
Oh.
I don't think that's a roll.
Oh no.
It's not a roll.
Well, that wasn't a little sip.
Let me take this.
This is not little sip. Oh, she was intended.
I'm so proud. Oh, yes. Good.
You did
Good.
such a good
Good.
job.
You killed it. You're so strong. So strong.
Now, get ready to feel like you can see again. Don't trust anything you think you see.
What do you mean again?
Doesn't it taste amazing?
It did taste really good.
It's okay.
It was kind of like spicy, I think.
Yes, it's warm spaces and in nice,
It's like a comforting hearth.
Yes, that is good. It's a comforting heart with the reminder that the chilly winter exists. I think she's okay. Well,
With
she
like a
handled it very well.
bearskin rug in front of it, and you're with the person you like. Except it's like in drink form.
I thought you guys said it was strong, like I was supposed to feel something.
It is.
It's gonna hit. It's gonna take a little bit. Like maybe give it another minute.
I'm just thinking back to the first time I
It's gonna
drank.
hit, kid.
Honestly, I was kind of expecting.
Unless
her
you
to
have just like a
collapse.
really high alcohol tolerance, because if so, good on you. But maybe don't.
This
drink a lot.
isn't the first time she's drunk.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe.
I mean,
then maybe she'd be.
I'm not
fine.
like giving her, such all the time, but usually when I have something, I offer it because it seems like the right thing to do.
The right
But
thing
then
to do.
it works. Well, now they're just standing there, not saying anything.
I think it hit.
Polka, are you okay? Well, they just
Don't
Yes,
do
waving your
that.
hand in front of the blind child's face
You
is
don't
going
have to
do
tell
something.
her.
Why would you do that?
I realized the error.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I thought you understood me.
I do. I just have. I was wondering if it hits you so hard that I mean.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's not how alcohol works.
Thanks a lot.
Sometimes it's
Because
just
you
weird
did say
things,
sometimes you're able to perceive someone before you see them.
Yeah,
perhaps
it's
through magical
when
means, and I was
it's
wondering
when
if
they're
this-
like dangerous and they want to hurt someone.
This could be dangerous, but apparently not to you. No, there's the cough.
Yeah,
I don't think you are a physical threat to the child. I don't think they'd perceive you as one.
I did just give her that drink in a pretty large amounts. I think that qualifies as being a physical threat.
That is true. You weren't supposed to take that much. Impressed. Like
That
I
was
said,
impressive.
most people. Yeah, that is pretty good actually.
You didn't stop
And it
me.
goes down like a. I was
That is
impressed.
true. You didn't. But yes, it was
It was not,
impressive.
it was
I
not my
didn't
place
you
to
either.
stop her.
What do you mean?
If you're gonna be
I was just gonna do it until they stopped me, but they
Free will
didn't
is
stop
important.
me, so.
Free will is important, yes, but the guidance of a parent is also important.
That's ridiculous.
This
I
is
didn't
an
have one.
important lesson. Yeah, what the hell is that about? How are they going to
Fair
learn
enough.
if they're not
I
allowed to
mean,
make their own mistakes and
learn-
fix their things? What am I supposed to do?
No,
Raise a
fair
child
enough.
that
Fuck
can't
it.
do anything?
Learn by doing. Hell yeah. Okay.
Like if
But you
child keeps
survive, and in
problem and I have to
surviving,
be
you
the
grow
one?
strong.
That's why I'm still here, because I
There's certain
survived.
cultures- Exactly. Like I'm not going to go pitch her off a cliff and go fight a wolf. Survive.
Well, he's
So
not
that's an
drunk.
idea.
It's not what I'm saying.
It is an idea.
You would survive, by the way.
I would kill the shit out of that bear.
That's right.
Wait,
She's already moved up from wolf to bear. Right?
Th-
And bear
that
is
is-
synonymous with terror.
Take drugs, kill a bear.
No, don't.
It's not.
Not necessarily
but
that far. But I mean, depending. Like if there's some things that might be acceptable.
Why would I kill a wolf? Didn't you guys say we had a wolf like around us? Like with us?
Do we have a wolf?
I don't
Oh, we do have a-
remember wolf.
Don't wolves feel
Yeah,
like...
we have a
The little fox.
Oh, it's a fox,
Wait,
it's
did
not a
you give him
wolf.
something to drink? Did the little
Give him a
want
little.
also drink?
There you are, right there.
That I did promise
What a
you
horrible
treats,
idea.
Quick out of character question: what does it smell like?
Oh. Let me explain. That's gonna smell like basically like it's gonna smell like gosh, it's gonna smell like campfires, first clean snow day, and then whatever you visually or I'm sorry, whatever you not
Have you ever wanted to drink a campfire?
Scentology based, whatever reminds you of basically coming in comforted by like cold or hardship, it's gonna reflect that. So if what you do to get out of the cold and basically de-stress is like, I don't know, fucking eat spaghetti, it would be spaghetti smelling.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I intrude on your secret
Alright, in
hideout?
that case,
I'm
it starts
sorry.
drinking.
You-
It
yeah,
very
well, I
much
mean, this
seems
is
to be
kind of her house.
It's a secret.
No, it's like
I thought
more,
this was
it's
a
like
cave. I did not know this was your home.
Well, yeah, it's a cave. It's also her house.
It's a secret. You don't even know about it.
Nah, this is technically my bedroom. This is not the only cave that is here. There's another cave that is by the far corner gateway, I believe. It is partially submerged.
Hey, Shiva, you want me to make a sign?
No,
That
I
just
can
has.
boulder in from the bedroom. It's fine. Don't worry.
He's young. I think he just
Please
saw
have
cave
some-
and
have
wanted
some
to
cake.
explore.
Oh, this is
Thank
fine.
you.
Go have some food.
and here's like some
But I have a
sausage.
question for you.
There you are.
Shut up. Your question is dumb.
Don't mind her. She's drunk.
Yeah, don't mind her.
She's very drunk.
Why did you give her the drink? She's too
Do you have
young
a
for
problem with
that.
it? Yeah, says
Well,
who?
yes.
You. Who makes the rules?
I don't think you make the rules.
How do you know?
Well,
I
she
mean,
looks
to be
young.
fair, I wasn't even a month old before I first got drunk off my ass, so.
Now
Well,
that's
there
a
you go.
problem.
See,
But
that seems extra.
Then
It
again,
seems-
I was already technically an adult by the time I was a month old.
Or did you die?
Oh, well.
You look like an elf, not a
I've died a few
very
times.
weird.
What?
But yes, I do have
I don't think you're
a
supposed to do that.
need of assistance if you could offer
Well,
help.
yeah, it's not really good for your health.
What exactly do you need?
We've been reading some text about how to fight the corruption. It's not a way back, and it's not a way to get rid of us. But I know the corruption is a pain for the Fae as well, so we can help each other out with.
What are the
Apparently there's
Fae?
some text that we translated. That they talk
Shiva's
about
a
a
Fae.
holy metal and
What does that
blessed
mean?
liquid. We were hoping
Oh,
that
no.
you had any.
So,
Oh, you are aware of
Fae
this.
are basically just like another group of people.
Hold on, wait.
I can help you with the holy liquid, but the holy metal, I'm not really.
Did you ever read
one
any
to
like
deal in.
fancy
Wait,
books
wait.
when you were younger?
So that
Well,
that I might not be able
understandable.
to help with.
Well, as
And
long
I'll
as you
tell
can
you-
tell me what the holy metal is, I can go get it and
Oh, duh.
That implies you can find it.
touch it.
Well, that is fair. That is fair. Just gonna pour some of this into the cup.
Besides, holy is subjective.
Nah,
Sure,
holy is-
perhaps
Depends on who you
an
ask.
interpretation.
I'll tell you what. This is a drink from basically my homeland. It is suffused with winter and what it represents. But it is considered holy based on.
I want to learn how to play an
its
instrument.
needs. It is revered by my people, and it is held as a
All
as
of them.
Restorative
That's
elixir.
ambitious. I can respect it.
Ambitious.
And is this part of?
Will take
You
a long
know that
time
this
to
is
master
part
them
of
all.
what can fight against.
I'll do it in a week.
Corruption, or
All right. Well, you're going to
There's
practice
anything
every
different
night
here that it's holy that I am able to
for
give you?
several hours until you hate the instrument and
That would
hate
work.
me even more.
And then I'll
resent
never
me
play it
for
again.
Making you do so. That's
been
right.
manipulated slightly.
Just to spite me.
We were
You'll never
Yeah.
touch it again, and you'll be like, I fucking hate music.
Yeah.
But then,
but the metal,
but
the metal's
then,
different. The metal
eventually
is,
you'll turn back to it, and you'll become as a shining star that all look up to, and I'll be like, I did this by making her practice.
there
And then you'll take credit in all my royalties.
Well, actually, maybe
correct.
the small mouse. The one
Oh
who
my
has not
god,
the
I'm
small
gonna
mouse
make
You'll be
so
like,
much money.
hate her.
I'm getting a
I
lawyer.
think that one had it. I'm not sure, but if you find the metal in the church, I would assume that.
I don't know what I'd use a lawyer for.
I'm not sure either.
I don't think there's a
And the cross
legal
was
system here.
here
anyway.
before, I believe,
There
right?
isn't. So you're kind of
could be
It
screwed.
was on the beach or something. I never.
Oh, that's
looked at it.
awesome.
But
I don't think we have a stable currency either, so how would you
if
collect
I was going to
royalty?
make a guess, I would say it's probably either the sword that is in the
Barter.
church or that gold thing. This is the only thing.
You collect royalty and a sheep.
I am very
Mm-hmm.
appreciative.
If
the sheep.
yeah, if they
Thank you.
come to my
definitely-
concert, they'll
if there's
give
anything that you
they'll
need
give
from
me
me,
so
please feel
much
free to ask. I will
Oh.
repay your kindness.
egg,
Apples.
and you'll take 10% of all my
Good luck.
egg.
Mm-hmm. Or if Oberon gets his way, we'll be dealing in egg.
I don't
forms,
even
that'll
need
become
that many
standardized
eggs. I
currency
can
across the
share.
realm, which is absurd.
I
even
refuse
need them
to
all at that
deal in
point.
acorns as a stable currency. That would be so problematic.
Look, I want to know.
Then
if
you could
can
just grow
plant
money in
your
your
own-
backyard.
Grow your own tree. Exactly.
Yeah,
Is that
literally money
counterfeit?
would grow
And
on
if it
trees.
is, like, how do you tell?
Is that counterfeit? Oh, we had dollars where I was from.
That's a ridiculous name.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is like paper money.
Yeah. It wasn't even waterproof.
Why are you smacking your lips so loud?
Because I'm eating the thing. Or sure.
They're eating food.
Is eating food.
So,
Oh,
smack your
the
lips
small
to show
thing?
that you
You
appreciate
want
it.
more? Is it what you want?
And not the Ted.
Okay, well, then.
You're making the little
cat in
like
here.
wolf drunk.
Don't
Hello,
think so.
cat.
This is fine. We'll just give it.
Not a cat.
You're wearing a cat mask.
That is true. You are wearing cat mask.
Maybe I'm just affiliated with cat spirit. You never fucking know.
Right, well, hello, man in cat mask.
There's a
It's not
cat
like, it's not like
man.
I can just. It's not like I can just wave my hand and just have cat ears and cat tails. It's not like that.
Do you go to the bathroom in a box?
Wait a minute.
I don't understand that reference.
Like a cat? Where did he go?
No, he's still standing there. He just.
He's still right there.
Oh, then why isn't he answering me? Answer me!
Cause he's shaking his head. 'cause he
I
doesn't
think
know
you
your
stun locked him.
polite way.
Answer me! Do you poop in a box?
You don't have to answer her.
Mi amos
It is true,
español me gusta gazebo.
Nah, she has been.
¡El baño es en fuego!
What the fuck?
Well, you speak a shared
Bonjour.
tongue.
Bonjour, mi je vous mazum je
Perhaps they're from the same place.
Bitch.
Oui, baguette.
The baguette? I know that the baguette.
I like
is-
the skin.
But that is too.
Meow 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 meow.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, we're losing him slightly here. Did you?
I don't know who that mysterious cat was.
Yeah, I don't know who that
I'm
was.
pretty sure it was the
either. You know,
bread
really
kid
need that
from the
boulder.
fucking bed and breakfast.
Oh, you're right. It was. It was the kid from the bed and breakfast. The bread kid from the bed and breakfast.
Nah. You know, I suppose losing your employers would do that to somebody.
Oh.
They're going through some shit right now, apparently. They probably would do shit in the box.
I guarantee it. No, I've never seen it personally, but
The cat,
Oh.
Where did
the
Akko go?
Akko go, I wonder.
I don't know.
They should their heart and in like.
You want me
Is
to
it
go find her?
fucking
She's probably gonna show it
annoying?
to people and be like, "Look what I was given."
Oh, that is actually very cute.
It is. I
Yeah,
think
that's
it's
pretty
cute.
fucking
See,
adorable.
watch what happens if I do it. Look at what I was given.
That's
See, and
difficult.
then she says, "I can't look at it." But here, hold it.
Wow, it looks beautiful.
Hey, this is good. Here, give me your hands. Here,
that.
Here, touch. Yeah, there you go. There,
It's like
hold.
heart.
Yeah, there. You go.
It's
But not an
really
actual beating
big.
heart. Or
Well,
one like-
it wasn't.
Take a picture.
I will,
The
if I could do such a thing. Which I absolutely can't.
Which I can't.
Actually, let me try that again.
I don't suppose. I don't think she has to go home.
This is really heavy.
Yes, I'll take it.
Oh,
Oh, okay, thank you.
That was very nice, though.
Yes.
I need to finish preparing
You're
something
welcome.
for both of you, which I shouldn't say because then, that spoils the surprise. But also,
Oh,
if I don't say something, then there's like the impression that I'm doing it because now I feel obligated, but I don't.
You know what? I give you a gift. I have no idea what you're doing, and your explanations have confounded me, bewitched me.
Good.
I have no memory. Now, well,
Mom is a
I'm going to take
witch.
a small one and go.
Thank you. And that means a lot
Yes.
coming from the most charming winter witch I know.
It was pretty
Could've done
fucking
better,
gay.
but I
I
tried.
approve.
Right, I need to go deal with something.
That was sweet.
I think my head's
This is
swimming.
not fair. She got me.
I must depart for a moment.
Oh,
I'll return.
Goodbye forever.
I'll be back, unless if I'm dead.
Don't
Don't
worry, she's not going for milk.
don't die, Mom.
Fuck. That is
Oh.
Oh, that is not good. I'll deal with it later. So there's some new things at the beach. Do you want to go see them?
I already went to the beach. I walked over some like wood stuff. And the sand like dips down way further than before.
Dad, did you get to ride on the boat thing? What the?
There's a boat?
You want more? Dad, there's a poop boat.
It pops itself up on its hind legs and attempts to stabilize itself on the table with its front paws, but loses its balance and falls over.
Well, I think the
Be
small
careful,
fox is
you
drunk. Here, why don't you take just a little bit of bread and sausage, Leo, and we'll just put it down
Yeah.
here for you, and then it is yeah, you figured that out. Anyway, well, that is fine. We can stay here if you'd like. I just you know.
She's gonna kill me. I don't even know it.
We could go smoke something, I suppose. Or I don't. We're sort of drunk. Maybe we shouldn't go hunt that wolf.
Let's kill it.
Okay. Well, sure. Why not? What is worse that could happen?
Hoorah.
Yes. Allura?
I said hoorah. Hoorah.
Hoorahs? They would be you. You're doing hoorahs. That
No, it's just hoorah. It's HOORA. It's just like an exclamation.
understandable. Oh, are you going to be okay? Did you just throw up?
No.
Are you lying to me?
No.
Big cough, but
Okay.
not quite. There would have probably been more of a squishy sound if they were throwing up.
That is fair. That is fair. I don't know what small human child's throwing up sounds like. You are very wobbly. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we.
What does it feel like to
It's
stand on like
probably best for
4
us to stick
legs?
here.
I'm sorry. What?
What is it?
I'm.
What does it feel like to stand on like 4 legs? I always wondered, but I never wanted to ask because it felt mean.
I'm not standing on 4 legs though. I only stand
What?
on 2. I'm only on 2 legs.
But I thought you were
Why
like
do you
a
think I stand on
deer.
4? What? No, I'm not a deer.
They said.
Horns and tail like a deer, but they aren't
What?
like a deer.
Wait, so then what do
No, I'm
they
not
even
part of
look
Deer
like?
Clan. Oh, me? Uh, what do you mean?
Like physical attributes that like make sense.
Of me?
Yeah, I
She's
thought you
tall.
were like
Well,
had like 4
long hair.
legs.
Oh no, I have hands. I've touched you. See?
Well, yeah, I know you also have hands. Like
Yeah,
a
no,
deer.
2 legs.
I think she thought you were like a centaur.
Oh no, I am not like no. I am not part of Deer Clan.
Oh.
How to explain? How to explain? This is This is what we would call a glamour. It is sort of like Oh, it is like It is like a walking lie. It is to deceive.
You're a liar?
No, it is if I showed up and I was did not use glamour, they would be intimidated. So I took a form that is more appreciative to them in their safety. And it reflected what they think is non-threatening, which is vaguely deer-like, I suppose. But honestly, it'd probably be more. The horns don't match. Honestly, they remind me more of a creature that we have in my homeland, or something like it. Would be more accurate to how I normally operate, but this is a unique situation.
Why does your
But,
voice sound
yes,
Russian? Like Russia doesn't even exist here.
I don't understand what you mean.
It
What is
sounds
Russian?
like you have like a Russian accent. I don't even know how you get an accent that sounds like that when Russia doesn't even exist in your world. Wait, are you from here?
That? Yes, I'm from here. What this problem?
Well, let me put it, I guess, kind of simply. So I've mentioned that I've died before. Whenever I die, I go pretty much. It's a reset for me, and I show up in another world with another life. And throughout all of my lives, I've noticed just similarities. You know, things from other worlds showing up. You know, things that appear to be commonalities, but are really just kind of just coincidences. So it's kind of just a coincidence that she sounds Russian.
I don't understand that. Most people from Clan talk like this. Some people don't, but they are usually from different courts. And she's asleep. Okay. Kind of adorable, but I'm afraid she's going to fall, so I'm just carefully pick up.
Let's go put her down on like the pillows or something.
No, it's
Oh,
okay. I'm
Uh.
just going to put you. No, it's okay. Yep, you're sleepy and drunk. You want a
I'm
bed or
not. I'm
pillow?
not sleeping. I'm not drunk.
Sure. Okay, we're just going to put you here on this pillow that is your size. I just don't want you to fall over, and then I'll get you a blanket. Also, here's a blanket, and just in case you're cold, I do keep
I-
a chili in here for.
Why would I need a blanket?
No,
It's so
you
warm.
just relax. Is it warm? Oh, well, there is a fire right there, I suppose. I don't know. Some of you people say it's cold in here.
It's really warm right here.
Look, I am not. Oh, well, that's good. That's good.
Do you
I'm
think
going
it's
to
a
go
good
get you
idea to
glass
have
of
a fire
water.
in a cave
Yes,
with all of the
cave
smoke
is
buildup?
natural. What are you talking about? The
Well,
smoke
I mean,
hits
the
the top
cave's
and then
large
gets
enough
pulled out.
that yeah, there's a decent enough method of airflow. It's fine.
The hot air wants to escape, so it travels outside of the cave.
Says nothing, does nothing.
There's not that much smoke coming off fire. Don't worry. I'm gonna go get you a glass of water, and I will be back. Out of character, I
Okay.
have to go DM a thing. So
Yeah, go for
will
it.
Be...
Ooh.
I will be back in a bit. 1 second.
But frame drop.
How is
Yeah, I
the
don't know
fox
what
handling being drunk?
Not well.
What does that mean?
Second drink, I rolled an 8, and she has had a third drink since then, so she's very drunk.
Hey, I've got a question for you. Alolan Vulpix?
I wanted to get a shiny one because it's kind of purple. But Mochi is an Arctic fox.
She's pink. Is pink.
Her hair is purple.
Purple, pink, whatever. It's like your hair's purple? Yeah. I don't remember what Mochi looks like anymore. You know, I've never even seen a Mochi. Everyone left.
Nope. Still right here.
Well, Mom left. Do you think she died?
Nah, she'll be back.
Do you think she's dead forever, never coming back?
No, she'll come back.
Well, kid, I never got your name.
My name is Polka.
Well, I'm Sarah.
It's nice to meet you, Sarah.
Mm-hmm. So where exactly are you from?
Where am I from?
Mhm.
I spent some time in a couple of different places. I lived in Kyoto for a while.
Yeah. Kyoto's a busy place, if I remember
And
correctly.
busy.
Mhm.
Is this down there?
Hmm?
Is it good city?
What's up, Polka?
Um, what?
Hmm? You
Oh,
dozed off for a little bit there.
I'm sorry. I thought I was
You're
muted.
fine.
Oh. Uh. Are they still gone?
Yeah, you weren't asleep for very long. Oh, hold on.
Off I go.
Why don't you stop? It's a bit steep.
I remember where the things are.
Good.
Stay safe, friend.
Huh. I wonder where they got off to.
I don't know.
Well, they certainly aren't at the guillotine.
The guillotine?
Yeah, you're standing right next to the guillotine. Or, I'm sorry, the melon chopper.
It's a stage.
Well, there's a guillotine on top of the stage.
Oh. I just know he came here for a meeting before.
Well, it's just you and me. And the shopkeeper tending his stall.
There's no one else?
No?
Well, they're probably
Just you
busy
and me
right
at the
now,
moment.
so.
Yeah. You want me to make you something? Over at the
What do you
forge?
mean? What would I need made?
I don't know. I guess a matching plate for your other shoulder.
I like the
Your
asymmetry.
dagger. Hell, it could probably just make you a necklace. It's not that hard to make little spools of wire and just link them.
Have either of you seen Lawrence? It's very important.
I am afraid not.
I can guarantee you I've never seen him even once.
I apologize. I suppose it was rude. considering I'm in a rush. We might have found a way of curing the corruption, but
You don't have
we
to
need to take down
apologize. I'm
his
not
barrier
offended.
before we can test it. I appreciate that.
Well, if I had the ability to tent glass with the materials we have here in any kind of reliable manner, I'd make you a pair of sick ass sunglasses. But we don't exactly have the glass blowing materials for that.
Why not?
Actually, yeah, good question. I should just make them.
Can I sit next to you while you're working?
Come on along.
Oh.
Come along. Alrighty. Let's see. Here. You set this sack on top of this barrel. Give you a little bench to sit on.
So a week I could get like 7 or 14 or any number in between that.
Alrighty. It might take a second for me to get the glass blowing down. It's been a little while, but
I'm sure.
What do you want? You want a pair of aviators? You want a pair of like full frame something? What do you want?
I don't even know what the difference between those is.
That's true. Hmm. I'm thinking aviators.
I mean, the bigger the ingots, more magic it can hold. That would be like a multi-day process. So it would be like.
I'm sure you'll do a great job.
I'm a bit rusty by about a couple 100 years, so can't promise they'll be perfect.
Wait, you're not skilled at blowing?
Well, I retain the knowledge of how to do it. It's just gonna take, a little bit of practice to get myself back up to speed.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, not at all. Once it's in, it's in. I'm more of a one-way street.
Alrighty, let's get this shit hot.
You could say I'm a giver. I'm not so much a receiver. I'm better at giving gifts.
Okay. Do they have sand? A little bit of sand, a little bit of lime.
It's a really cool mechanism. Problem, it just hits the side of the fucking thing. The way that it's set up right now.
Thank you. It will be rude to count it in front of your face. I will do it behind your back.
What?
Well, that's interesting.
Here's the rings, here's the necklaces.
I would comment on it if I could see it.
The tongs are. Yeah, the tongs are losing spatial cohesion.
I wonder what that could mean.
Basically, they are refusing to exist at the proper point in space. Alright, there's a second set of tongs.
Oh, that's my tail. Never mind. Alright, we're all set. Any other business?
The second set of tongs is local.
Alrighty. Let's see. I need a good blue. They have any copper stuff?
Trying to get more people addicted to them. That might be fun.
Pretty short, but it'll do. Okay.
Have a magical day. I always do.
Well, I can still make a bulb.
Pardon me.
Yeah, what's up?
Don't mean to be a bother. Are you working the forge, or are you just having something from here?
I'm working it at the moment.
Good, so you're a blacksmith then?
Yeah, kind of. Not the sharpest. It's been a while, but
Right.
still pretty good, I'd say.
Alright then. You think you're good enough for, commission?
Well, given that there's not a stable currency, no. But if you want something made, I can probably
Well-
bang you something out.
Of course, you know, just because there's not a stable currency doesn't mean you can't have trade. You know, there's
Well,
favors.
I mean that implies I
barter.
want something in return.
Well, I have a friend who is looking to get a new sword. Hers was lost, so might even be
Easy.
looking for a shield too. All right.
What style?
I'll send her your way then. I don't know. I have to send her your way. I am not for me. So
Well, once I'm done making her some sick ass sunglasses, I'll be happy to start with the sword.
alrighty then. My name's Fan, by the way.
Sarah.
Sorry, what was that?
Sarah.
Sarah or Sarah?
Sarah with an S. S-A-R-A-H. Sarah.
Okay, okay. Sorry, you talk very softly. It's a bit hard to a bit hard to hear that. Well, it's nice to meet you, Sarah. I'm gonna go find her then. I'll see you around.
Sure.
Maybe then back at the.
Okay. Well, now that I know I can still at least blow glass, let's see if I can blow it in shapes.
Good day, Sarah.
Yes.
Are you one of the blacksmiths here in town?
Not officially speaking. Then again, I don't think anybody is officially speaking, but I can work for it,
I
yes.
see. I would possibly like to commission for trade of whatever may be needed, the creation of a longsword and shield.
Sure. I don't really expect anything in return right now. It's nothing that I need. So, on the house, I guess.
Well, if you ever need a favor, you are more than welcome to come to me. I'd be happy to pay it forward in whatever way still follows my values.
Sure.
Thank you. Apologies if I am interrupting.
Oh, you're fine.
I didn't know you were so popular.
Neither did I. Then again, I guess the moment people see you have a marketable skill, they want to use it.
Ain't that the truth?
Hey. I'm not gonna bother trying to lens them for, obvious reasons.
What do you mean?
Well, what good are, magnification if you can't see anything in the first place?
Oh, that's what you're saying.
Be prescription. They'll just be generic.
I don't really need prescription. You could put a piece of cardboard on my face and it'd serve the same purpose, I think. Kick
Yeah, but that's a
flips?
lot better.
When I was a lifeguard, I got into this habit of like shaking my leg when I'm sitting down. Like bouncing my knee up and down. So when I lay my hand on my leg, my hand just bobs.
Let me get some wire. Okay.
I have a favor to ask of you.
Yeah, what's up?
There's a latch on the back of my head. Can you take my processing core and put it in the little frame that's in one of the crates next to the forge?
Sure. Where did you want it?
There's a little little robot frame in one of the crates next to the floor. Just put it in there.
Oh, sure. Oh. Neat. Right. Expecting you to have multiple chassis.
Cut frame for when the parts that be in the construct. It's without being this small though. It's been a long time.
Yeah, I've had backup chassis before too. I was originally a construct. I know how it is. Sir Sarah. Madam, but yes, what's up? Oh, apologies, Lady Sarah. I believe there were a Lady Rivers and a Sir Arthur, I think his name was, searching for you. Well, if they're searching for me, I'm going to be right here. Hi.
Okay. I'm afraid they're not going to be the easiest to maintain, since the ability to fabricate screws small enough to use in this would be not particularly easy given current tools. So they're just going to be riveted.
Okay.
I was going to say some basic rivets would serve just as well. Make repairing a bit of a problem, but that's a problem for a different day.
Okay. Okay. You ready?
Not in the slightest.
Oh, would you like to put them on, or would you like me to? Okay.
I don't have an asset for this.
Oh, oof. Well, and literally any aviator would work fine.
Wow, they're like on my face and stuff.
Yeah, you look like the guy from CSI Miami.
Yeah. Burn him, burn him, burn him. I'm going to now awkwardly and conveniently put these away inside my shirt so that so when people when they see me, it's accurate.
Yeah.
Thank you. I guess you
Oh,
have to
yeah.
make like swords now? Is that just a thing you do?
Well, yeah. Though, I mean, it's a thing I can do. It's not like I've got anything else to do.
Do you think Mom went back to the cave?
It's possible. Though if she did and you weren't there, she'd probably come into town looking anyways.
I want to check.
Other way. Yep.
Are you coming with me? Thank you for the cheer. What does meow 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 mean?
Oh, Sarah. Hello, friend.
Hi.
I was So it turns out my friend actually already placed an order.
Thank you for the follow.
So you might know her. It's Liza.
She was asking for the
Please.
longsword and shield.
We would need to offer something to the Fae, correct?
Meow meow meow. What? Thank you for the cheer. What are you doing? Oh God, this cannot continue. Why is this happening? How many times have you done this? There's a lot. That's a lot of meow meowing.
I am so sorry. I have been looking around for something.
I appreciate the biddies though. Thank you. How's your day going? How are you doing? How you feeling? How are you feline? But Threv's here. Hello, fine you. I'm doing all right. I'm chilling. We're okay. Let you know what
You
I
got debated. You got
oh, you fucking scared the shit out of me. Oh my God, this like goes for a while, doesn't it? All right, have a wonderful night. Yeah, I don't know why I'm lying to you guys. I'm not like feeling amazing, honestly, but you know, I got caught in a storyline, so you know, just going through Waypoint. Okay, she's not behind me. What the fuck? The weird shader. Okay, okay. Bum bum ba-dum ba-da-da-dum ba-da-ba-da-lim ba-da-da-dee-wee-wee-wee-wee-wee-wee-wee-wee. Ugh. Headset really hot. I wonder, did they end up going to the beach?
Oh, you know, that actually seems like a smart idea. I didn't know you could do levitation as well as the flying thing, so you're just a box of surprises.
Is that the blind kid? It is.
Oh.
Hello,
Hey, look
Polka.
out, little girl.
Is
You
it-
might run into something.
I can hear you guys.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
You're blind. You know
are
you're
you
headed
going
to the
out to the
beach, yes?
beach, or-
Yeah, I know.
I think she knows where she's going.
All
Give her
right,
a bit
well,
more
as long
credit.
as she's aware of what she's doing. I feel like somebody should be looking after her, though. You know, blind kids die a lot, right?
Take it like a champ. There's only one boat. If there were multiple, I would really want to just like go out into the middle of the water and just get like stranded out there. There's 2 boats. Wait, I can do it. But people probably wouldn't see it, and then nothing would come from it. It's okay. It's fine. That is floating. Oh. What? I didn't mean to. Just wanted to get out. Oh god. It's doing that thing. This doesn't seem safe. How far can I take this? Oh, I see. Ah.
VR chat seems disconnected. I usually get like one person that disconnects per session. So now I'm wondering if it's just an issue with the map or not. I'm not sure. Hi, honey. What's up?
Jim? Jim? Jim died. Oh well. Yeah, I don't know if it was VR chat or what, because when I exited VR chat, my like VR was still wonky and I had to close like VR entirely.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess it was VR chat.
It's probably not. What does that mean, Threv? What's probably not? Wait, what's happening? Hey, Thrav, Saturday. This Saturday. Oh, there's Trin.
She touches her nose.
Careful there. Up.
Touches her lip.
Floating thought. Yes, it's a falling pumpkin. Oh, I have no answer to that.
It's a scarecrow.
You could ask him.
She touches her cheek.
I could, but that would also mean talking to him.
Touches her own cheek.
Yeah.
You could ask Moyi. See if she would know.
True.
I might
Mouse
know.
is agreeable.
I believe.
Thank you.
I believe
Nice.
Pompito's been spending a lot of time around that family.
Okay. Pumpmato. Right, that's the name. Are you familiar with Pumpmato? It's a ridiculous
Pumpkin
name.
man with a skeleton body. I've heard.
Right, I don't know where the Mato comes
I've held
from,
my use of the forge, so it's yours if you need it.
but apparently he lost his torso somewhere, and I've been asked to find it.
Oh, so you need someone who can
That was
see
my
it.
understanding.
Well, I bid you good day. I'm going to go.
No, like maybe you would have found it, or maybe you would have heard something. I don't know. Or
Alrighty.
perhaps you could perceive him because he's clearly not in the land of the living. He's sort of like a dead thing. That's
I didn't accidentally step on a rib cage anywhere.
She stares at both of them as she walks by. She looks very creepy as she stares.
Holly, it's okay.
It feels weird. I don't feel like I don't feel like anyone looks like anything.
I like it. What?
Usually you need some kind of spinner or loop.
I guess that doesn't bother you at all. Because
I'm fine.
Too, I think it's kind of great. I like the creepy.
But people get confused a lot. I don't
the
know.
bird hates it.
The bird?
The bird. There's this
The big
talking
owl
bird
with the fluffy
who's
feathers?
incredibly round.
Oh,
no, this
round.
one's like. Yeah, this one's round like a ball, like you could bounce him. Hello?
Do you want to try?
Very big. Maybe someday.
Okay.
He's having a rough day today. I don't want to make it worse.
Are you talking about the
Hi, bird.
scarecrow?
Have you seen Lawrence?
Yeah, we're gonna go.
I saw a scarecrow going that way just now. No bad.
By the way, isn't that what the bird's afraid of?
Look, you see, the bear's missing an arm again.
We did
Quick
get some.
thing. You know, there's those weird crystal circles in the forest.
Gather a lot of pits, but I can turn it into leather.
I think I know the ones.
that, yeah, don't go anywhere near those things.
Fluffy bear.
We did a bit of testing, and it turns out whether it's organic or inorganic, you cross the border of those circles, and it just kind of poof, just gone completely.
How much? Do you know how much leather you got?
So you ended up somewhere
going like
else.
really fast and you
I don't know. I went to put I summoned a stick made of rock. I went to put it across the threshold, and everything from my right shoulder to the end of that stick just disappeared instantaneously.
Okay, what the hell? Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'll ask a DM in a bit.
Oh, also there's
so you
like
said,
these
2
little
deer and what?
clusters of glowing crystals.
And an owl bear.
Yeah, don't throw anything at them.
What?
I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
But yeah,
I feel like
if you
shoot a
see like
fireball
little,
at it.
well, we threw an apple at it, and it shot out several like beams of light, which caused a massive
Wait, are you
hole
dead?
to appear in Moi's shoulder. They also blew off
I'm gonna
Pumpato's
shoot
face.
a fireball at it.
Is Moy okay?
Is Pumpmato dead? Do I no
they're
longer
just-
need to find his body?
No, they're still alive. They're just missing their face, and Moi's yeah,
Ugh,
they're
sure.
fine. They just got a hole clean through.
I'm
their shoulder.
fine, Thrav. It's okay.
Like right now.
Like right now.
Like that just happened.
Yes. We've literally just got back to town.
Are they at the healer's
They're being
hut?
treated. Yeah, they're being treated. But we learned not to mess with things in the forest. You know, valuable valuable lessons.
What did you mess with?
Generally a good idea.
Well, so there was a ring of like crystal plants
Burning a ring of
surrounding some
fire,
the
I went
exploding
down,
mushrooms.
down, down, and the
Um,
flames went
I need your
higher.
advice.
Both of you. We threw. Well, we rolled a piece
This
of
is
great at
salt and it
advice.
disappeared. So we wanted to
Good.
try and see if it worked
Because
on
I'm
inorganic
terrible
matter.
at thinking of these kinds
so I
of things.
summoned a large stick made of
Uh,
rock and went to put it
over here.
inside the circle. And as soon as the end of the stick crossed the threshold, it took the entire
I
stick
come
in
to-
my entire right arm. And then there was a little
All right. So, I am faced with a predicament, and it is tricky to say the least. So, basically, I'll sort of sit on this rock. Okay. Anyway, so thank you, Hip Tracker. Shiva got myself a gift and a gift for Arco, and I was planning on getting a gift for both of them, but I got distracted by all these other things going on, and so I didn't get a gift. Now I need to get them something before the day is over. And thus far, I have acquired some spice, this fire sand, whatever, that Shiva's, I guess, fond of in some sort of thing that cats like, that Arco had asked about at the spice merchant, so I can only assume that it's something she likes. I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. Exactly. Sort of. She's like a cat within acceptable levels.
Wait, you guys are
She was
actually
any more
doing the
cat than would be
Valentine's Day
problematic.
stuff that I told you about.
Yes, because you told me, so I was like, I know something that they don't know, and I can take advantage of this.
It
And
seems
wrap
like
them
they
both around my
know.
finger. They know, and they beat me to it.
Huh.
So now I just look a fool. I was thinking like maybe a scent, some kind of perfume. Would that work? Or would that be too much? Or like the cat thing, like would that be bad as a perfume? The fire sands, I don't know. I'm just sort of
Since-
grabbing
I know
things.
this is sensitive.
You're unfamiliar with Valentine's Day
Macron.
rituals, right?
Correct. Yes.
Well, I think you're not thinking about it the right way. Sure, gifts are nice, and like
What do you mean?
getting stuff is nice, but like Valentine's Day isn't about stuff or things. It's about like the connection. And if you are giving a gift, like it should either be attached and like go with a nice like message, or the gift itself should be the message. That message being that you care.
I see. That's why it was so effective. She did that.
I would say to like
I mean,
make a
the
like
hearts-
nice meal, but I think they already did food.
Yeah, we already have a bunch of food. See, first, like, I was like, oh, what can I do? Maybe I can make, like, an enchanted arrow. Arco, because she's, like, an archer, and it could, like, you know...
Sometimes...
a message on it. But then that kind of delivers the idea of, like, she's supposed to shoot me with it, and that would really... That's what I'm going for, then. I don't know. Because normally when I put a name on an arrow or anything, I mean, it's for someone. Like...
Just like
going
walk up
to
to
give
her
you
and
this
give
arrow.
her a cheesy pickup line.
I can do that. Like,
Hey girl, are you Windows XP? Because my name, I want to crash at your place.
I don't understand what you're saying at all, and that makes it perfect.
That's my favorite one.
Hmm. I don't understand it, but she's been to many worlds, so it's entirely possible that she's been to one in which that romantic gesture is understood. So she may appreciate the breadth of culture being displayed in such a statement.
Yeah, I don't think
I
there's a
think that
statement that
sounds
would make me
perfect.
swoon more. I think that's kind of like
Mm.
the best one. If I loved someone and they
Nothing
came
could
up to
go
me and they
wrong.
said that, I
Okay.
I just feel a little dizzy.
Hmm. Why dizzy? Something happened?
Don't know.
I hope you're alright.
Oh my god, you're drunk, Mochi. I'm so proud of you.
Oh,
I haven't
got
seen her
that.
in days. Come back.
You're speaking to phantoms.
What are you talking about?
It was Octavia.
Who's an Octavia?
She must be drunk.
Oh.
mess.
What did the
Do drunk people usually have like hallucinations?
The bird tried to give me stuff, but I said no.
It's probably a good idea. If the bit gives you anything, you should probably refuse it. I give him a week longer before he just like drops dead right off that branch.
Why would he do that?
Bye, kitty. Bye. Don't mind me.
There's a cat here?
Yes. A spectral cat that's a denizen of these lands.
Ooh.
I do like a cat, except way fluffier. My mom was the cat.
Your mom was a cat.
Was.
Did she stop being a cat or... Oh, never mind.
She's dead.
Right. That's what I figured
You
was
made
going
fun of her dead mom.
Not my intention.
Yeah, that's what you
It's
said
okay,
when you
Spider-Man.
ruthlessly destroyed my cane, so...
I did do that. Happy accidents. I'm going to go find the racist fox.
I wasn't happy.
Okay.
Oh, well, that... Yes, I suppose that wouldn't be... Sorry about your mother.
You could find them flowers. Flowers are pretty and I read that a lot of
I like those flowers.
I think they like
Oh,
the
wait.
smell and the sight, and then if you put them all together, it's like a little collection of things that for now are like beautiful but will eventually like wilt and turn into like nothing but like trash to show that like life is fleeting and you have to like spend it together and make the most of it.
A reminder of one's mortality.
I think reminding people of their
Jade digs
mortality
around
is
in
the
her
most
pocket for a
romantic thing.
moment, then pulls out a crystal flower that's missing a couple petals. Shiva likes these, you can give it to her.
Oh,
Hello, Mochi.
Oh, it's the
Hi.
weird
I have use
lady.
for your fire again.
thank you.
Oh, do
She makes
you?
gross noises.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. All right.
Bye, good luck.
Thank you. If they don't need the corruption anymore, I mean, if they solve the corruption, they don't need the flowers anymore. Perhaps they pot some. Although,
The corpse bloom?
that's the one. Though I might need some of that for something else. The day grows short, not any closer. Alright, I'm gonna find a racist fox. I need his wares, I think.
My head hurts.
Oh? Oh!
Let's go.
Right. Sorry about that.
No, I mean, like, legitimately, my head just hurts.
What do you want?
Ah, here we are.
I merely wish to know where the fat man is. Fat man? He took a shit.
Hey, question for you. You've seen the big lad. Normally always.
He was over there.
All the time.
Yeah, he went to go take a shit.
Gracious, yes.
Very well.
Right.
One moment.
Hello, Al.
That one is new to me.
What is your name, merchant?
That fats.
Oh, I know that one. I know the water one. He was from
Well,
the
that's
ocean.
easy
Village.
to know.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
He's a nice
You
fellow.
don't get me confused with my cousin. Me.
I do not know your cousin. You're in charge.
Yeah,
Where's your
just
skin?
stall. What do you want?
So you're responsible.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. I think the dude with the floating book is kind of the go-to man to talk to, or the lady in the building out behind you. There's an open door with a lady sitting at a desk. She does shit too.
Oh, so many people are in charge.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm new
You
here.
good pirates.
Your name
What?
is Matthew.
What?
Well, you're a pirate, right? I think. Oh no, my profiling.
What up?
That's generally not something privateer.
I thought
Of course.
problem here.
Yeah,
I've
kill
seen
it.
Privateer.
I was told I could not break
I'm
into the
trying
plane here.
to get together
Just lead him outside.
gifts
Just
for
be
these
like,
two
hey,
women,
I wanted to show you
and
a cool flower, and then take him outside
I
the front
need
door and rip him in
something
half.
that like really wows them. I have a message I'm trying to like, deliver through this. Would you
You're looking
know-
for gifts for ladies.
I am. You seem like you're a ladies' man.
She's really gay.
So I ain't about to go outside, certainly.
That's-
Incredibly.
Well, I kind of figured with the inference.
Because I don't try to pretend to get along with these disgusting creatures.
I thought I'd spell it out.
Bear.
Don't look at it.
Don't look at the bear.
Don't. Whatever you
why
do,
not?
don't look at it.
The Fae.
Right. So you're looking for gifts for your lady friend. Plural.
Gross. Listen,
I am.
don't hide
Interesting.
behind, like,
Okay,
I don't
well,
hide
look,
behind, like,
it's
fake
none of my business to get too
happiness or,
deep
like,
into this well,
pretend
but
to
are
be
they
so, like,
aware of each other
confident
in
so
this
everybody doesn't like
exchange?
me. Everybody
Oh
knows
yes,
it's
we're all
inside
aware of each
and
other.
deep
We have like this
down,
little thing
they're
going.
gross.
Anyway, I won't bore you with the
Disgusting.
details, but
And
yes.
it's a slippery slope that's gonna lead us
Interesting,
into turmoil
interesting.
and
So you're like a
destruction.
triangle then.
Right, it's like a triangle.
Sound wise.
They can't even have kids.
It's much easier to stick the knife in them when you are close.
I don't think that's important.
Just use an iron knife.
Oh, okay.
Bada bing, bada boom.
I
What's
mean,
this about
look, not to
triangle?
make
You're going back to the
assumptions.
Necrodome or something?
Captain, where the fuck you come from?
He just sort of appeared.
I make hourly
I come-
checks to make sure that things
I come
stay
from
shut.
anywhere.
Oh, well, hold on a minute. I was
think
being
it's my
asked
crib.
for advice.
I'll make sure you get a promotion.
Look, obviously, if you've got your triangle and you're supporting one another and the dynamic is all copacetic and nobody has any arguments over any bullshit, did you have any recent arguments over bullshit to make amends for?
Right. I was also told
fancy.
the
She's
fat
got
man.
No, it's all going pretty great, actually.
that
It's-
runs
The fat man's back from taking
Well, that's a
shit.
change.
Am I meant to follow?
Sounds like a real good thing. And when you got a real good thing going, usually it's just about company.
You said come.
Hey, what the fuck do you want, Elf?
Hmm.
I've heard a lot about
Is she your kid?
Greases, I presume.
That's
yes.
a very strange kid you
Who
have.
made her violent?
She's not strange.
So-
You do
She's
this?
fierce.
Adopted, then?
Oh,
I
that's
don't
correct.
see a
That's
Okay.
basically it, sorry.
No, I'm like a fae. I'm like the same.
Sure she's not yours?
Does she know?
I don't think you're the same.
I'm gonna kill God.
Adopted.
Oh.
That's very
She's
good.
so
Get in
sad.
line.
Little
Yeah,
girl.
She's like,
What the fuck is that?
okay, you know how like
You're
sometimes
very
you like walk
confident.
into like a river in like a swamp and like a
What?
parasitic leech like
What is-
attaches
what
itself
is
to you
that?
and it's like trying to suck out your blood and you could just rip it off but you decide you know they need to eat too. So maybe let her have a little bit of a snack. Well, it's kind of like that.
Think of me as a parasitic leech.
No, it was the only metaphor I could think of. She's much sweeter and much more deadly.
Like a parasitic leech.
Right.
Yes, you could kill anyone if they weren't aware of you. And that's a good
Perhaps. It's like you've
Going
gone into the
strong,
swamp
feeding
and
off the
found
life essence of
a
others.
spider that lives under a rock, and you keep it with you, and whenever things fuck with you, you go, bah, rock spider. You're like a rock
Right.
spider.
Did she turn violent
And-
because you're mean to her?
Rock.
I'm not mean. Yes, rock.
Rock.
Rock spider.
So, what do you want?
I'll get back to you on that. Actually, okay. So I'm trying to get a gift for my lady friends, and like I'm not sure what to do.
She's gay.
Are they a fan of opium?
So?
She's a lesbian.
3 of my wives are gay.
That's an interesting predicament. I don't know. Probably not. I know the bird takes it, so probably not.
Right, so they don't like to get, high on the, they don't like to fly amongst the clouds, metaphorically.
I got some drugs if you
Yeah.
want some.
Clearly knows much about this town. What of his
But why did this go to drugs?
I don't know, someone's the drugs.
I kind of
Look,
gave you
I've
like
had
the
a lot of
perfect
wild
answer.
Adventures on the seas, and certain things
Oh,
that
I
I
understand.
remember involve A, drug use, and B, a pile of naked people, and that did it for us.
Oh.
But yeah, so I mean, an easy way out. Oh, go on. A married man.
As a married man, let me give you some
wisdom.
advice. So the ladies and sometimes the men, the special someones in your life, they just want your company. They just want your
I tried
presence
telling
in
her
their
that.
lives.
They just want to know that you
See,
care.
I know, but it's different. No, they don't. They don't want to know. They want to know that you care with physical items. True, but those physical items should be stuff that you can do together. So, like, cook dinner together. It's just time.
The food's
and
already been
physical
done.
Item.
Yeah, I got beaten to the punch.
God, you little gremlin. Okay.
I'm not a
so,
gremlin.
you could-
I'm a parasitic.
You're a parasitic
she's a
leech.
parasite.
Exactly.
You're the
All right.
best,
So
most fierce
you got
parasite.
cooking. You don't want to cook.
No.
Okay. You could do a beach day. Listen, as long as you're spending time with them, that's all they want. Or you could give them. Wait, you're like an elf thing, right? You live like essentially forever, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. How long do they live? Are they elves? Are they along with you? Or are they gonna die way far sooner in your life?
One of them will probably be dead in a blink. The other one, though, she'll be around for a long time.
Okay, cool. So what you can do is you can
What
get
one
like
is
a
it?
you can get like a cursed magic item where it
Should really
links
go
your
either way, I
souls
think.
together. So that way, if one of you dies, you both die.
It is not truly alive, so to say, or can make.
Oh, you can get 3 of them and put them all in. Like combine all your souls together into a point where, with one of you dies, all 3 of you die.
It's like a
That's
suicide
romantic.
pact.
Yes, it's romantic, isn't it?
You can
Is
do
that really the most
together.
romantic thing?
Yeah. It'd be adorable. You can all get, if you guys plan it right, you can all die. You can all kill yourselves at the same time once you like. Because once the youngest one dies, it's gonna die in like a blink, like you said. You just when they get like old and decrepit and like aren't worth, and their skin isn't worth it anymore, then you just kill her, and then all 3 of you die.
No, but I can feel them.
Then there's not much to see.
I don't like that idea.
You know,
pretty
the more
good
I'm thinking
strategy.
about it, the more I think it's been. I mean, it's tempting. I think there's like some
Well, I mean,
appeal in
well,
this.
here's the thing. The part about merging the souls might make the one that lives not too long live a little bit longer.
Oh, well, there's a problem there. Is that one kind of has
Oh,
the
shit.
soul merged with something else at the moment, so there's like a
gross.
conflict
Well,
of
you
interest
know.
there potentially.
Oh,
I know
shit.
we're
Oh,
trying to like, evict
gross.
that one, and it might
Okay.
kill
It'd be
her.
all sad
Alright.
because Aku's
So it's
dead
sort of-
and someone would also have to find her a new mom.
I do
that's
think
true.
the romantic suicide. Well, no, you guys will live longer than her for sure. That one's gonna die in like fucking 20 years, maybe.
Well, look, not a spoiler-like surprise, but probably not.
Hey.
Oh, she's gonna die even sooner.
Die.
No,
I think Blink meant like
no, not quite.
maybe a week.
Hey. Oh,
not
oh,
like
like
that.
in like 3. She gonna die today? Is today's
No.
her birthday?
No, she's not gonna die today.
Okay. Alright. I won't worry
No,
about
hopefully
that.
she's not gonna die at
Yeah,
all.
it's not
Again,
not a death
suicide
thing.
pact, very romantic. I suggest
I
that.
had a question for you.
I'll keep
If
that
you
one in my
want a
back
physical
pocket
item,
if I have
a nice
pockets.
hat,
Well,
or an
really,
accessory
it's a question for both of you. Do you have anywhere private
to
we
their
could
hat,
speak?
like a nice like,
accessory.
feather or leaf,
Okay.
or something to put in their
But
hat.
she's already got a feather she got from a bird lady, and then the other one I don't.
I'm like inserting myself into private
Wah.
conversations. Can I join?
Wah.
Probably not this
Too
one.
much.
Something that
Wah.
means something to you.
I mean,
what you
you're-
like. Elves like
Tell you what, you come along because there's a relevance to
Wah.
you being involved.
Wah.
It's a stereotype.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it. Yeah. So what you could do is find your favorite tree and get like a sprig of it, and then get it enchanted so it doesn't like rot, and then put that in her hat. That's
What if
romantic
you-
shit.
What if you make like a necklace with like little like some magic imbued from yourself in it, so they have something to remember you by?
Oh, what if you know what I know ladies really like? Pandora charm bracelets.
What's that?
So Pandora charm bracelets is the #1 gift to give your sweetheart this holiday season.
Oh God.
Tell me more.
Yes, like the trees I have been warned about.
So with Pandora heart bracelets, you can
to be cautious, yes, though most of the actual
I hear they
afford a
only use
charm
the
to your
best.
bracelet for every
I hear they only use the
bracelet
best
that you
diamonds.
come across.
as a man of
Uh-huh.
honor,
Yes, with every charm on the bracelet, you can add to it every holiday, which also makes it super easy for future gift giving. Because every year, every holiday, you just get another charm. You don't gotta think about it anymore.
That requires even less thought.
Exactly.
Which makes the
Honestly, it
gift
makes every other
more
holiday-
thoughtful.
Yes, it's all the thoughts going in ahead of time. Yeah, you basically front load all the good thought, like all the thoughts.
he does keep
Perfect, you have them.
on the town.
Yeah, over here, this thought. I can get you a Pandora.
Alright, let me go
charm
do
bracelet.
business over here.
Alright, yeah, hold on.
Paperwork, so to speak.
Alright, so on here
Hello.
we have our various.
Yes.
Hello. Sorry, hello, welcome to Jewelry Stand, which is like a bracelet.
I would like one of your Pandora charm bracelets.
Yes, Pandora charm bracelets, the #1.
You still use?
Oh, I almost
No,
forgot.
they were here when I got here.
Do you have any?
If you did,
So
that
the
increases the
Pandora
value.
charm, yeah, the Pandora charm bracelet is the #1 gift recommended for all lovely ladies for this holiday season. I would offer you this one because it has 2 different colors. Yeah, 2 different colors. So you and oh, you need 2 of them, don't you? Oh shit.
Yes.
Why are you
Two
leaning
lovers.
on me?
Ah, fuck. hate when that happens.
Well,
And so I would say these two.
I thought you were a rock for a second there.
We'll take these. I
You
said
you
these
shit in a
two are very
box.
good.
It is, but I have no use for it.
And then then
You
you can get
shit out
them
your
both a
mouth.
Pandora charm bracelet. And then
Oh.
the trick is you get them different charms each holiday,
That's
so
just
that way
me.
like they don't get them like mixed up, and then it feels
What?
even more special.
You said
even
before
more
being shit
thought
to
out.
me.
Fire salts. They make
This is
food both
wonderful.
hot and
All right.
Yeah, all right.
Yes.
So we'll do
yes,
that.
yes, yes.
All right. Now,
What
also
do I owe
need
you?
money.
Tempting, but
Do you have
as
money?
always, money. You said you are an
I got it.
arcane scholar.
I
so
got
to
it.
speak.
I have way too much of these. I got it. It's just stack.
You're too
I
kind.
do have a
What is this?
thing here.
What is this paper?
An
Oh, shit.
invisible book.
But I don't take
with
Take the
a
paper back.
trail. It
All right.
is
So
Do you take
something
acorns?
I can tell has some
I do. I
recipes,
love
some,
gambling, so yeah, I'll take some acorns.
blueprints, so to
Gambling?
speak.
All right,
You-
well, I still
we
have
gamble
some.
with acorns?
What intrigues
I
me
do.
about
He's
it
a fucking
is
squirrel. What do you
why
think
it
you
is
would buy? You would
invisible.
go for?
There's like 5 of
If you
them.
could dispel the
Hell yeah.
invisibility upon it.
All right, here, take your jewelry, and then you can come back to my stall next holiday, and I'll sell you the beautiful charms.
To do so.
It's a racket for me
Excellent.
too.
Then we have a deal. Then we just
you
The
told
rest
me.
of both of
use
us.
the book
Exactly.
out of character.
Ah.
If you
I can
deal
support that.
with the book, you have to ask Cadence.
I shivered. Don't ask.
All right.
I wish I
think-
offer you have a lovely
some
holiday
sugar.
season.
Yes.
Thank
Remember,
you.
every kiss begins with
Would you like
K.
an open bag or would you like it closed?
No, every kiss begins with E.
Give me a second. I need to go
It
third
does.
person real quick.
There you
That's a
go.
reference.
Thank you.
All
right.
Stop talking to the middle
Have a
distance.
nice
All right,
day.
guys, have fun. Enjoy your lovely
It's
holiday
okay.
season, and-
You as
Thank
well.
you.
Oh,
Thank you.
fuck. Oh,
It's
You know what?
okay. I
I'm gonna talk-
promise.
I'm
It'll
gonna
be
talk to your
fine.
cousin.
What's okay? Do you
man,
think
I
it'll be fine?
hope my
I'm not
wife's
sure.
not
What? No,
fine.
I can tell you're nervous. It's okay.
I am nervous. I'm terribly nervous.
All right, what do you want?
I think I'm almost there, though.
Let me
I've
see.
got a couple
I run
things
two
to
stores.
take.
Is that funny? I run two stores.
Spices and...
Man's gotta work.
Right. Right,
That's
right,
where I
right.
keep all my extra shit.
Have you seen a skeleton
Mine
about
too.
yay big?
You saw your extra shit over there?
Okay, I think
Oh,
I think
you
I
mean the
might
blacksmith, or you mean this
Answer I
cloth?
have.
have
The one I know
power
has a
cloth over
pumpkin
there.
forehead. I believe
managed.
that's not it.
That's all my stuff too. Why not?
there's skeletons in town now.
Jimmy,
That's new.
Alright.
Jimmy's got a hammer,
Look, if no one's there, it's mine.
and he's
That's
got
all
an
right.
outfit
That's
kind of
all
Well-
like mine, but I forget what it's
I kind of want to
called
peek in
now.
here and see if the man that's corrupted dies.
I'm gonna need some swim trunks.
Okay.
Looks kinda
I
like a
believe I have
blacksmith, I
seen him
think.
now.
Just think, you know.
If he doesn't die, do you
They're trying to
think
kill
we
him
should
for
do
a
it?
reason.
Homemade, custom
Oh.
made, famous shirt.
Someone's going to have to.
Okay.
Cloth? Like leather. Like, what kind of material you want?
Because if they... he's going to be a menace to the town. Eventually.
I want to feel the life drain from someone's body as I kill them.
Oh, that's the spirit. so proud.
I learned
I
it
believe
from
this
a
book
great
is
sage
from
many
the
years
ritual.
ago.
You are immune to fear effects, exhaustion,
Let's take a look.
and you can't read.
Unless this is no context, in which case I can't hear
Until
anything, so I'm not sure what you're
tomorrow.
talking about.
However, you feel like you could punch a bear.
The magical words Baba Booey.
Holy shit, you are
Oh,
drunk
Baba
as
Booey,
fuck
never mind.
instantly. What the hell? Holy shit.
This shit's banging, yo.
I'll prepare a list of materials, and we'll go hunting for them tomorrow.
Would you
We'll get
like
that
some pure
stone
lean?
built
You got this,
overnight,
Mom.
And then in 2 days we'll do the ritual.
My God.
Fizzy water
That'll give us time to figure out the words
and
build
the
a set,
honeycomb.
Right? Does that make sense?
Help.
Yes, it does.
Janitor, help.
I
need
feel
to unclick corruption.
I'm gonna see
fucking
if I can
amazing.
get some
Oh,
others made.
Lilian, perfect. Would you like some lean?
No.
Oh, hello, child.
I'm very afraid
Really good.
of it.
Oh, here, that's
I
new.
already had like some really good drinks.
It's lean. It's lean, don't touch it. I promise you, you don't want
Fizzy,
to.
fizzy water. The concept of fey purple and a kazu honeycomb.
In the lands where I'm from, it's called the Infinite Walk.
Lyria, he's so
This
fucked up
shit's
that
banging.
Effie said that he can't read for the rest of the day.
but he feels like he could punch a bear.
Hopefully we can start not.
Are you a bear?
I'll take the walk.
But
Yeah, I'll take the walk.
I saw one earlier.
You want to do something
Small,
Why don't
fluffy.
you? Why don't you have your little one try it? You know, get her grow some hair on her chest.
Oh, by
No. You know, for one, I fully support the consumption of alcohol by children, but I think this is perhaps a bit much.
That is
Why?
not
Something
alcohol.
else.
Is it only just with sapphire?
No,
Well
it is,
beyond.
It is a concoction made by Goddess
Uh-huh.
herself.
The material,
Say no to drugs, little one.
Let's not do that one.
the thought
Would
behind
you
it.
like some?
When did you get a glow up?
There was a blessed sword.
The council made the outfit. Oh look, I made an earring. Look, we're
The
married.
silver dagger worked too.
You're married! Oh, and you're having an egg. Right. That's wonderful.
I think I need a roll
As
for
a
that,
married
but
woman,
Essie's
I'm
already
looking for
abandoned
something.
us.
I need your
Goddess
advice.
has abandoned us.
There is a dice
So-
roller in the Discord.
Okay,
if you're able to use
step
it.
outside with me real
There
quick,
is.
please.
And decided to just shove it in my face without.
Excuse me.
warning, but-
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
Going to get more information. That's okay. It's okay.
My theory is that the dagger.
How do I use that?
Because they were
Okay.
dragons and it's in the shape of a dragon made out of
So,
silver. So it's probably
Shiva
a
bestowed
holy
upon
dagger
Okko and myself
from a civilization.
some splendid gifts, and I'm trying to basically return the favor to them both and wow them. And thus far, I have acquired some spices that they both like. I haven't decided what I'm doing with it. And I got this thing called
and do a sapphire ritual, except for the fact that Andy fucked up.
What language is it in?
I've never felt that.
Andy fucked?
I've never seen it.
No.
Sure.
And
Andy
Andy
fucked.
the one to talk to.
Oh my god.
By so.
Andy fucked.
How has this happened?
Andy fucks.
It'll be perfect. That it's a racket.
Hey Andy, I heard you fuck.
I'll get it back when it comes around. Yes. What?
Every, you know.
I heard you fuck.
Yes, what?
What?
I have to think
No.
about
What are you talking about?
Because I said you were fucked up, and then the blind one said, "Holy shit, Andy fucked."
Everyone else keeps saying, "Oh, just do it's something you can do together."
Oh.
But
I guess I got a stronger
Make sure
stomach
Andy
than you,
doesn't
Andy.
Oh no.
I feel so sorry for you, child. I feel so sorry.
Why? For me? Why?
This outfit, isn't it amazing?
Of all the places to be.
To be fair, she was saying that kind of stuff as soon as she showed up, so I think
Oh, really? Is
she was
that in
exposed to
her-
that kind of
Oh.
stuff.
Yes.
Before she showed up
Oh,
here.
that's even worse. That's even worse. I feel even worse now.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you still like to swing that sword around, by the way?
But it was very confused what I said.
How are you not affected by all this? You are next.
Have you ever been trained how to use it?
She's learning sword discipline right now so that she can become the greatest swords person alive.
I'm one of the higher ranked inquisitors in terms of combat, and I would be willing to offer you my teachings if you'd like. Oh, thanks.
Never get
You're welcome.
Have you always?
If you would like, I can train you sometime.
Where is? Okay.
Are you talking
I'm
about
okay.
Lawrence being purple or the entirety of me being purple?
No, you're not.
I have a
I'm
great
an inquisitor
teacher.
hunter. Feel
Like,
free.
of the what is these
You do.
words
Last time I checked,
that
their
we
opinions
don't know
they
how to
decided to
translate?
change.
I mean, yeah, I thought I had.
Offer stands then.
A copy of the notes.
Okay.
Yes, I would love that.
Thank you.
Head on into there.
Oh,
A dodge
you want
pass.
these?
Okay.
Maybe.
Why do they keep flying on my fucking head? Thank you, child.
Where is the canteen? I was promised it.
The phase.
No, you said you would
The
be
phase
looking
is
for it.
affecting my items.
Weird.
Yeah, you
Thank you.
Sure.
This is a good idea.
Just keep in mind you have to like keep mixing it until it sort of forms a solid thing.
Oh, that's a bit rough.
It's not that hard. Yep.
My canteen is gone. I have to go find it.
And you are leaning way too wobbly wobbly.
He's leaning alright.
Do you still want to punch a bear?
Nope.
I don't see why not.
Would you want to kill a bear with me?
Yes.
ride this high until tomorrow, and you are gonna be
Splendid.
Not hers though. Not this one. Not this one.
She snaps her fingers and pull covers off the shelf into her hands. She rips out a page.
I run a brewery. It's
Thank you.
Rough couple of days.
I'll require that when
I
you're
have more if I
finished.
need.
Ok.
Do you need another? I have plenty. I've made transcriptions.
Yes, please. Thank you very much.
There you are.
Hide, etc. from me.
Polka.
Where did she go?
If you were to quit,
No fight.
Hunter.
Risk it
If your equipment
Yes.
ever needs maintenance, I can generally be found out.
borderline addicting.
If your equipment ever needs maintenance, I can generally be found over at the forge.
And I just want to know.
Excellent, thank you very much.
See if I can recognize him from anything.
So this is the ritual notes.
This is
Yeah. I got them
another
from
place
Dodge,
for a
yeah.
child, I feel like.
Oh, that child.
Soul, damn it!
Probably more competent than many others.
This is the perfect place. What are you talking about?
Oh, why, hello there.
And yet many a
Oh,
child has
hello
been
there.
born and raised here.
Hello. Hello, dear. How are you? I haven't seen you in a few days.
I'm a figment of your imagination. I never existed. That's a lie. I lied to you.
Oh, yes, I know.
What?
Oh, wait, you lied to me. Why would you do this? I can't believe it.
Isn't as important as the
Okay, that was adorable.
I am now a business owner.
maybe.
You know what?
I am now a business
It's
owner.
the mysteriously best
Congratulations.
man. He is
that
returned.
fought together and cooperated works because of something else.
He's a cat boy now. He got possessed by a cat spirit, but those cat spirits are not on the top of his head. They're on the sides. It's kind of
I have a book I've been wanting to get too.
I'll try to ask.
Excuse me, pardon me.
Excuse
I think I
you,
have
pardon
gained
you.
Some information, actually, that I don't think people have recognized about these notes.
Affects me in ways
These are not.
Okay.
This is not instructions at all. This is their theories about what they think worked. It's not set in stone at all. So the ritual doesn't have to be. It's more conceptual than anything. The ritual doesn't need to be like a set specific words. It's more the intentions behind them that matter.
We have Mr. Bear. We just go kill him.
What did you ask last time?
Yeah, which
This is the half of
the choice of phrasing that Adagio came up with for translating what those words were, are they
Let's hold off on that.
are they trying to drive out the corruption by being?
Well, no, what I'm saying is I don't think that the words in the ritual matter, just that the ritual happens, and anybody can say whatever kind of well-intentioned words to get it out that they want to. It's about the intention of the person casting the ritual, not the intention of the ritual itself.
Hello, everyone. It's
That
glad
kind
to
of
see
meshes
you
with what we
all.
found with the objects.
Oh, hi,
so-
Arthur.
Blocking the
Yes.
doorway. I'm not allowed to move. I'm trying.
Hello, Saya.
Oh, hi, Saya.
I don't know how that thing, how that sapphire was attained.
trying to
but
get
it's clear that
And what are you gonna do to stop me?
to find that sapphire with good intentions and knowledge with it, and it's far more effective than just some holy thing. So I think the amount of effort put into trying to save somebody that they care about is why it's
I'm so sorry.
So I'm really thinking that it's the intentions that
Damn
matter,
right you are.
than the actual items.
Not because I'm dead.
And I think that also applies to the ritual.
I'm like-
Is it's the
I want
intentions
that
of the
clipped.
ritual that matter rather than the steps in the ritual.
Oh, what time code is that? I want to clip.
So if you have people like Miss Blue here at the ritual, people who care,
312. Okay.
just focus on trying to you getting better while having that sapphire with you. I think that's all that matters. I don't think the words matter. Just they can say whatever they want. That's well intentioned.
Damn it.
Some primordial ancient magic shit, but I mean, probably.
It's the fucking power of friendship. I don't know how no one else seen this. I'm really.
Listen, I've seen less
Oh, you
work
gleaned
better.
that too.
So,
I see. You gleaned that as well. I see.
I can't tell if this is heresy or not.
When it comes to magical rituals,
like half the time the requisites are bullshit.
I wasn't aware of such a thing till now, but
Because the thing is, look at these notes. These aren't clear instruction notes. These are just their theories about what they think works.
cared for me quite a bit when you found it.
There you go.
Are we doing this? Are we doing this now? Or what's happening?
I think we should do this now. Do you want me to go get? Do you want me to go get Lawrence, and we can go to the cave right now and try it?
Great.
What do I do with this?
Great.
I mean,
you don't need to go to the mountain
I'm
to get
game.
the ice, though, because like that would be
Okay.
very far away.
Do you want to come, Miss Blues, and be part of the ritual?
The problem.
What is ice cream?
Oh no, I've never had it. But
Where did Lawrence go? He's not behind the
it's
counter
like a
anymore.
combination of ice and milk.
Where did Lawrence go?
It goes well with cake.
Oh, there's Lawrence.
If she wants to do it, I'm doing it.
I've gleaned something.
Holy sh!
With the
Great.
correlation between
Nice to see you. Do you want some ice cream?
Calm down. He just came up from the basement.
anything on this list.
Where do we get ice?
Oh, there's a basement. Okay, I thought this was
Very
up
vague.
here.
in what they think
How am I to know who she's talking to?
It's lovely. He has a cage down there. He has a rocking chair that rocks on its own. There's a creepy.
Are you blind?
Yeah.
There's also some.
So I think
That's demeaning. Don't do that.
ritual with an object that was like
Do what?
put a lot of effort into getting.
You know, like the waving the hand in front of a face. That's like,
Is it demeaning if I can even see it?
That are well intentioned about trying
Oh,
to
I'm
help
sorry.
that person and they mean that.
Good point.
I think that's all that matters during the ritual.
Did you know there's a skeleton right next to
Say
you?
anything.
You can see that
It's
she's
not the
soaked
first
in-
time.
like she is soaked.
I say go for it.
Wait, did they take Pump Mato's
Her
chest?
clothes are wet, and even the straw.
Did you?
What? I haven't found it. Ah. Oh, you pumped Mato's chest.
Maybe it went and created its own full thing.
Matthew, I've always been Matthew.
Where do we get ice? It's not cold here.
And created its own memories.
You can see that her.
We need to
But
find
he remembers me from before.
Yes, like you said, the big.
Likely story.
She can see
What does she look
He does. He helped the union. He helped the skeleton union.
You are tall, but your hair is black. That's not
Yes.
What? It's
Hey,
skeleton labor union. We didn't want to keep being used.
And have white hair and you know the winter fair.
I can go see if I
All
can
right.
find. I am afraid I am not.
Nice.
Just head over to the cave.
I have no idea.
Yes, actually.
Shiva could make ice, but then
We are out of
What did you need?
I think we can literally.
We need to find
it kind of defeats the purpose.
You're actually
Uh-oh.
staring. You're staring at the correct over there.
So you need
So
to
the
heat from
It looks like a palisade, like spikes,
There's no
flying in
heat
this
in
direction
water.
specifically.
It's water.
Uh-oh.
Just so you know.
What is heating everything, friend?
If you want
Does it seem to be coming my way?
But I do have a pre-made one. If you
It's coming in your direction, not specifically your way, but for
Actually, it could
your
work very
general
well
area.
because it was made.
I'm making a dash for the tavern, and I'm going to slam the door.
Get towels or something.
Okay, you're not forewarning anybody,
We can make
just
a more
running.
permanent one later.
Yep. Spike flying through the air.
Watch out!
Hey, Pine.
What?
There's a spot. Oh, hey, they closed the
We're
door.
about to. Would you like to be part of the ritual to see if we can cure John's corruption with a ritual?
Oh god. All of you, stop for a second. As you all stand here, you see a spike fly from the air and impale right here. To give you a size
What the
comparison, it's from the floor all the way to the roof. That's how high it is.
What's it
It's
made out
basically
of?
One of the,
Oh, damn.
it's a palace. It's a piece from the palisade wall. It's one of the spikes that is used to guard.
Oh, I know what the fuck that is. One of those a small creature said something about ripping something out of the palisade wall earlier.
That's not my problem.
What did? What small
I don't
creature?
know. Somebody said it.
The red bear.
Oh, you
Something like that.
Yeah,
Yes.
that. That checks out because B-Bear is absurdly strong for his
No,
size.
that's not.
I'm just gonna.
That's what I thought.
He's a psychopath. He's actually a psychopath. I think we can all agree on that.
He's already caused a couple of
She's
problems.
cold at the moment. I don't have ice.
Should I purge them?
Yes, yes, of
That's a
course.
problem.
Do you want to talk about it while
I
heading up to
don't
the-
think you can purge them. You can try, but the protections in the town kind of prevent that from happening.
One of her eyes just.
Oh yes, I'm sure the Fae went like a
Are you all right?
built out there.
Like, just
So you
falls
dodged
to-
it.
just hangs
Well,
by
I
her
just
head.
stood in place.
Her
Oh,
eyes
that
just
works too,
hanging out
yeah.
of her head at this point.
Didn't seem like it was headed for you. I have a feeling it was going to hit me.
It went. It landed over there somewhere.
Yeah. Tip, tip, tip.
Me. I'm okay with textiles.
Someone broke the palisade.
She needs some
Oh.
repairs.
I don't want
What
to
does
deal
that
with
mean?
You need to figure something.
It's like these
do with
big
the legs.
log walls that are sharp points at the top.
Oh.
Very, very big. And something broke one, sent it flying over here, and shoulder hurts. But yeah.
They have to have a mad throwing arm then.
Require a massage.
There is wood over there.
Who is that?
That's a good idea. I'm going to use it later.
Was there a giant thing that fell?
That is me.
Was there anything that fell from the sky? Where?
There was a part of the palisade.
There.
Oh,
there's my
Yeah, big fuck off metal snake.
One metal is wood. No.
Where is it?
I mean, wait, yeah, I meant wood. It's right there, pretty much where you're standing.
As he leaves, she actually falls.
So he's gonna try to lift it out.
Might want to move. I don't want him to fall on me. You just do the same.
Okay, where are we going?
Deep underground, where the sun would
Somewhere that isn't there.
This palisade fell from the sky. I think they're responsible.
Sorry about that. This over here decided to drunk leap. Yeah, threw it a bit too hard with earth magic. So yeah.
Oh boy. Alright. I think I'm giving up on the ice cream.
Okay.
I have no idea where I can find ice. What?
Need ice?
I don't know. But, cause of birds that you should make it.
I don't think you even use ice to make ice cream. I think it's mostly like milk and
So,
sugar.
Oh, that's the
so
other
you
thing I
need
need.
the ice to get the milk cold enough. You also need salt.
Well, I don't think you actually need the ice in it. It's not really an ingredient.
Okay.
You can
well,
find
don't
another way to
need
make it
ice
cold.
Specifically, yeah. Like, you just need cold, but it's just usually ice is like the easiest way to get it that way.
I'm gonna stir it a bunch. Oh no. My last idea less than this. Got a couple things for them already. Have you seen any bears in the woods lately, by chance?
I saw an owl bear today.
Hmm.
And also hunted
Ice cream is definitely something I can help make.
That might suffice.
As he fixes legs, as he fixes her legs.
If you would like to
Let's
talk
keep that in
about
mind.
wildlife, I haven't seen much around besides deer and the owl bear. The owl bear had killed
Deer's
the,
about all I've seen.
about a couple
I think
of
killing
elk
deer would be bad.
feasting on it.
You can't really give a
As long as
deer
you leave
deer
an
meat.
offering, it is not a problem.
Exactly that.
That's cannibalism.
Oh, bears. Hmm.
I would hope that you're not giving a deer meat.
Considering they're also largely herbivores, they likely wouldn't eat it in the first place.
That is more what I'm getting at.
Sleeping in my chambers.
Well,
He slowly gets that.
oh, bear. I'd have to act on that one later. See if I can track one.
They are not easy to kill, I'll have you know. They are quite deadly.
Hmm.
Even though she's a bit wobbly,
Perhaps you're not going
she
well.
she stands.
Oh, of course.
The one, Akko. They seem competent. Might just want to take that.
Oh, she is? You know, that's a good idea, actually. Find something we can do together.
I did not mean it that way, but alright.
I'm gonna think on this.
Wonder if we
I can take advantage of it. Yes, that's good.
Someone that's a woodworker.
Right.
1 free massage coupon
Plan.
plus Pandora bracelets plus enchanted necklace that you can imbue your own self into so that they can feel close to you.
So if they die, I die.
I don't, that's not what I meant.
Please don't make bonding necklaces. Do not bond your lives.
There's something romantic about
I
that.
think she more means just something that has like a latent trace of you, not like an actual piece of your soul.
You could just give them a nice necklace and have one for yourself as well.
No, that's lame.
That's true. I'm in the 19 a bit of umbrage.
I don't know. You could just like make lockets and put like locks of hair in them.
Oh, that's
It's kinda
creepy.
weird. That's creepy. I'd rather make the death necklace.
Well, it didn't used to be creepy. I don't know when it became creepy.
I'm gonna go talk to the death cleric.
Wait, bring me.
Oh my god.
Come along.
Did you just stick the glizzy in down your pants?
The glizzy's running away!
Get it!
No, I put it in my pocket.
Oh, he's gonna look happy wherever he goes.
Oh! 2 birds with 1 arrow. Perfect. Motto.
I love this place.
Yeah?
Oh, good. I thought
Do you know
you
where-
needed me. Oh, thank
Do you
God.
have any idea where you might have lost your, like body, your chest? Tasked with helping you find it.
I can't like pinpoint an exact location.
Well, I don't need that. It's like a general one. Because if you could do that, I'd just say get it yourself.
Let me
It's
repeat
behind-
what
it's
I
behind
feel
one
with
of
the
the mo-
spine.
No.
Spine is a bit sandy.
Get out.
Is it cold and
My
wet?
chest feels a bit dirty.
Okay. Dirty, sandy. I can work with that.
Cold and wet, warm and
They're
hot.
both cold.
Underwater?
They're both cold.
They're both
Both cold.
They're both cold. Okay.
In the water. Alright. Well, that settles one thing for me. The other matter, would it be possible, it's a hypothetical, to take part of someone's soul and seal it within a necklace so that they might have part of that person with them wherever they go?
It's called a phylactery, yes. Or rather, are you splitting somebody's soul that is already alive in half?
Oh
and
yeah, I
then-
was
and
thinking
then
like a
putting it
piece of
in
mine.
an item?
Yes.
That's a Horcrux, then.
I don't know what that means or what it does.
It means that you basically have to perform a specific ritual that would rend your soul in half, at which point you would store half of it into a personal item. And
I don't know if half
that
is a good
item
idea.
is ever destroyed, then there goes half of your soul, and you would be half of a person for it.
Mom, I don't like this idea.
Yeah, I think this is a bad idea. I was trying to come up with a gift idea.
We are,
gift
however,
idea?
trying to come up with a gift idea. Why would you want to rend
gift
someone's soul
idea?
in half as a gift?
I was thinking
No,
about
hers
my
her
soul.
own soul.
No.
Okay, how about this?
You
Okay,
shouldn't
you know, how
you
about this?
gifting
How about
your
this?
soul?
You should not do anything with your soul. Your soul is your
Is that what
personal
it
thing.
is?
Nope, that closed.
We'll just.
Yes.
Okay.
I was thinking like a part of
How
my
about this?
soul.
There are
No,
There
you
are
don't do
other
that.
more
Jesus.
significantly less dangerous ways how to prove
All
your
right.
love to someone, if that's what's going
How
on.
about this, okay? I
It
I have
is.
the best idea for you, okay? We do this all the time back where I came from. It's
Mhm.
where we bake a
Why
cake.
not just a box of chocolates?
Cake's already
That's
baked.
that's the problem. The cake's already
It
baked.
is the day of
and
us.
they made a feast, and there were gifts, and all,
There's
and
a-
like I didn't do anything, and so now I have to like
It's
compete
behind-
with that.
What
A
about
soul
your
is not
spiritual
good
life?
enough.
I feel like we have 15 proverbial minutes.
What about a wait, who has a party? And why weren't we invited?
It's not a party for me, it was like a private
needs
party
the
for like
party?
a triangle.
This is Valentine's Day.
Do you want some cake? I can bring you some cake though. We have like way more cake than we can eat.
This is the Valentine's episode.
Okay. I am so sad that I was not invited to
Oh
this.
crap! Nobody can't see.
I'm
us. Give
very
me a second.
sorry.
Anyways, what about jewelry? Ooh. Some sort of jewelry,
jewelry.
to say yes.
She already bought
I
jewelry.
spoke to the fox and I got what is it? A Pandora charm bracelet. Get a charm for every holiday.
I wouldn't trust
Something like
I wouldn't
that.
trust that fox.
I don't trust the fox. He got me a.
And said he literally just said that he stole. Like he just came up to a random stall and just began selling things that not even his.
How about this?
That
You
checks.
bake cookies for them.
The food is already handled. Food is done.
I'm not
Well,
trying to
food
fatten
is
them
good.
up.
Okay, food is already. Okay, now listen here. Okay, cookies are not fat. Okay, there's oatmeal.
14.
There's oatmeal cookies. There's non-dairy free cookies. There is like low-fat cookies. Come on.
How about matching outfits? You can commission the tailor to make matching outfits for you and her, or him.
I just
don't know
acquired
which.
silks.
You and her.
Mhm.
Yes, 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 yes.
You and
Takes
her
a look
and
at it. What am I
it's a
reading?
polycule. All right.
Yeah.
A molecule?
See the new and improved bed and breakfast.
That's nice. Polycule.
I don't get it.
Poly means many.
What does cule mean?
A bunch.
Ah, yes, the bed.
Why would you say many a bunch?
Many a bunch. Because that's the way it's said.
Because they're just a bunch of bananas.
You're a banana?
What if I will crash or not?
Why are you
Yes, we're a bunch of bananas.
You're back.
Who's the tailor?
I live again. Fuck you, Flex. All right.
I know
Where did I
that
stop
I
at?
know that Kazu can.
You were saying come visit the new bed and breakfast.
Is,
Okay.
Or
Come visit the bed and breakfast.
Oh dear,
With
there
the
it
new,
goes.
we're now renamed
The
to
glizzy just
Lunar
flew
Midnight
into
Inn.
space.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Kazu.
So
Kazu,
you're
I
an
believe,
inn as
designed
well.
Andy's new outfit. So
I'm gonna remodel it so
other
that I get
than
a better
that, I believe
kitchen,
that
get more rooms,
Torres
make it
got
look really
Miss
nice and stuff.
Bunny.
I
forgot
own
her
it.
Name.
Midnight, the good best
She used
cooking
to be-
in town.
She was a rabbit kin around. She used to be the tailor too.
Come visit. Grand opening soon.
good
Rabbits are fluffy.
Thank you.
Good to
But
know.
I
And
believe-
if
but
you
I believe,
need any leather,
Kazu
let
would be
me
your
or the
best bet
fox
at
know,
that
and I can make any leather things for you.
I will pursue this.
All right, bet.
Thank you for the quarry.
12.
Yeah.
12 minutes. Can you sew?
Yeah, I'm reading right now. What do you want?
Oh, I was
hey,
just
Larry.
wondering if, like, I was wondering if you happen to be a
Sorry.
tailor. I didn't think so. but,
Taylor?
you know, it's-
No, but I can sew.
Do you have any marketable abilities whatsoever?
Ooh, that was
I can
harsh.
see.
Damn, that was harsh too.
I don't really think that's marketable. I
More than
feel
what
like
you
the
can do.
the crowd on that is probably more than full, I think.
Right.
You alright? Something wrong?
I actually learned something about Saya recently.
What are you? What's wrong?
It's something that he actually
You learned
loves.
something.
What's that?
What?
He-
Something
he-
I love.
He loves it when, in character, I ask him if he wants to play Valorant after we're done with session. He loves it when I say that, in character.
What are you? What?
Saya's a really
What's
big fan
happening?
of that. I've noticed. All right, let's go. You have
I don't know what
11
that
minutes.
What do you need
Oh,
me to sew?
10.
I'm trying to make outfits or something like that for.
He's trying to make out.
No,
Fits.
I'm trying to make outfits for like a gift, and I have these
Have you like
silks
hit
I
rock bottom or
acquired.
something?
Yes. No. I'm out of ideas.
Yeah, don't forget. What about the Fox Taylor sitting across from what's their name?
Oh, they're a
Greasy.
sham.
Wait,
I already bought
no.
that bracelet for them. Extra good
One
cause.
second.
Oh, I bought a ring of near miss from them.
Oh no,
Yeah, he said it might be
carried
cast.
you over and I put you over here.
Whatever, I'm going with you. Let's just go do whatever you're doing.
Alright, let's go.
Go with them.
Hey.
Every protect.
was knocked over.
10 minutes. Is the bird here? Nay, I'll cut through here.
And look how absolutely horrid of a state it's gotten into.
Hold a moment.
I'm holding.
Adagio.
Saya,
I'm sorry, I keep stealing your book.
What?
were you
I'm right in front of
born
you.
this mean?
Thank you.
Or did you,
No.
like, grow to become this way?
Do you want to hear my tragic backstory? Sure.
Yes.
Growing up, I was beat every day.
He's
by my
lying.
father. And then after he beat me, he sent me to my mother for her to beat me. Oh, I'm making all this up. I'm just this way.
Wrong with the scarf or shawl?
Are you trying to come through?
Especially for them.
See, there's a problem.
No,
there,
I didn't
that
wanna
Shiva already
step in
gave
the
me a
bullshit.
scarf. Then, like,
Not that deep.
problem I'm running into.
A shawl or
It looks like people make fun of you just as much as you make fun of them.
Silk poncho seems kind of weird, but
Why don't you just be nice to people?
Just a long draping fabric around the neck.
Why?
Maybe with a fun pattern.
Because then they'll be nice back.
Especially with silk, that'd be very pretty.
And why do I want
very
that?
soft, very luxurious.
If you need help
I think
getting
that
the
would be an
maid,
appreciation.
Why wouldn't you want that?
on a loom at least.
You would need to get it in.
Because I can do everything I need myself.
Get it enchanted for any kind of weatherproofing, though.
oh, I can manage that.
For cold weather, though. So when was the last time?
Uh-oh.
You may be okay with relying on people, but no.
Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh. Oh no.
When was the last time it snowed in Sundial? I don't remember.
Hmm?
It snowed? I don't know. She dies sometimes. It's a. I've been teaching her void magic, and she is. She's learning. She's learning. She'll get the hang of it here soon.
That's nice. That's cute.
We opened up the library to the public, but keep in mind, it's still pretty dangerous down there. Don't go beyond any of the doors, or you may get lost forever and die tragically and just become another skeleton on my floor.
And don't go alone, that's important.
You can go to the
It's
base
dangerous
level
to go alone.
Provide the town with flowers if that's
But then I shall impart upon you this wisdom as well. Don't go into the deep wood because the trees might eat you. That's all.
Again? I think out of it. Okay.
That's right. They did try and eat you 400 years ago.
Oh, do they end up out
Yeah,
here
quite-
too? Ah, they're getting invasive again. Oh,
Yes, it is an invasive
I can do
species.
that.
I should be fine. They don't seem to like the
I like
taste of
that.
iron.
Not many
So
things
if
do.
you're if you're still
But
looking to
even
get some
humans, actually, like if,
Yeah, Larry, do not worry too much about those trees. Their bark is worse than their bite.
Oh my god.
Now you gotta say you'll be here all week.
Oh, I'm here all the time.
You want that ice cream, Lear?
Good enough.
6 minutes.
no, I'm going.
Oh, alright. So, going with
I guess I stumped her.
I don't think I'm going to make it.
Why do you say that?
I'm doomed.
You're making me run really fast for someone who can't see.
Yes, don't trip. It'd be very embarrassing and painful.
I do my best.
Oh no. I'm gonna look over here real quick. 1 second.
I've never been on
Everyone's in
these
that house,
rocks.
just like always. I don't know where Andy and Kazu ended up.
We passed Kazu going through that way.
Oh. We went by her.
Where's that?
There you are.
Ah, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
5.
Oh,
Here is
Why are your
a
hands glowing?
football-shaped ice cube on a martini glass. Look, my magic is so good I can and it doesn't fall. Here you go.
Brilliant.
5.
Thank you. All right. I've got the
We
ice.
want the ice cream.
I'll shelve the other idea.
We want the ice cream.
The farmer's gone. Milk.
Holy shit, it's a
Milk,
skeleton.
milk, milk, milk.
Where did Kazu go?
Holy shit, it's a skeleton.
Oh.
Hold that.
Might as well ask you.
Yeah,
I don't know
hold
if
this.
I don't remember my memory
It's a
now.
big thing of ice.
Have I asked you
Yes,
yet?
And
Have I
I'm
talked
sure
to
the
you?
tavern would probably have some.
Okay.
No, I've
Martini
never seen
glass.
you before, and I've never seen you before.
No,
It's thanks for
alright.
holy shit, it's a skeleton.
I can carry that. if
Have you
would
seen
like
my
me to.
brother? Like,
How do we make
Yabe,
ice cream,
looks
little
just
one?
like
Have you had
me,
ice cream
like,
before?
except a little
It's
uglier.
like milk and sugar mostly that's
Ever see
been
him?
real cold.
No, I haven't.
Wait, why?
Oh.
Just saying, right? Y'all are brothers, so I'm pretty sure he kind of looks.
Why did you take her
Well,
ice?
You're not that attractive
He
either.
looks
so
like
you
me,
both
but he's
probably-
It is only happy. It is the reason why.
I mean, I'm just saying, if you think your brothers, if you think
She
your brother's
is
ugly,
very
you look
capable.
like him in a
She
way,
has
so
a
you think you're
sword.
ugly. But he's your brother.
4.
No, the reason why. Channel to tell DMs what you're doing if you're doing it. Can you? I know the reason why. Channel to tell DMs what you're doing if you're doing it. Can you? I know the reason why.
Oh no.
To tell DMs what you're doing if you're doing it. Can you?
I've never had VR chat do this before.
The reason why. Channel to tell DMs what you're doing if you're doing it. Can you? I know the reason
That's
why.
great.
Channel to tell DMs what you're doing if you're doing it. Can you? I know the reason why.
That's great. Please stop.
Channel to tell DMs what you're doing if you're doing it.
It's not
Can you?
working.
I know the reason why.
This is great.
DMs what you're doing if you're doing
Fucking shoot me.
it. Can you? I know the reason why. Channel to tell DMs what you're doing if you're doing it. Can you? I know the reason why. Channel to tell DMs what you're doing if you're doing it. Can you? I know the reason why. Channel to tell DMs what you're doing if you're doing it. Can you? I know the reason why.
Why is this not working?
You're doing if you're doing it. Can you?
There it is.
I know the reason why.
Please.
Tell DMs what you're doing if you're doing it.
I fucking beg of you.
I know the reason why. Channel to tell DMs what you're doing if you're
What the fuck?
Can you?
That repeating noises is so fucking annoying.
The reason why. Channel to tell DMs what you're
Holy shit.
Can you? I know.
It was almost over. We had like 4 minutes. This shit pisses me off so fucking much every goddamn time. Gets me so angry, dude. You couldn't have worked for 4 fucking more minutes, dude. 4 minutes. It's literally 1 already. It's over. Holy fucking shit, dude. Look, if a game would crash on any other fucking platform, if I'm out of VR, a game crashing is such a minor deal. In VR, it's such a headache. I have to wonder what the fuck is causing that too. Please.
Yeah,
What?
Aishi and I were still
Oh.
in the instance when a lot of people ate shit, so it's some
my
weird
God.
like,
Goral.
selective.
I need to hug you, Goral.
You want Goral?
It killed me.
The Goral. Hey.
Yo, it's full of stars.
I have GM speed on, so I will just run over you if I move forwards.
Okay, then I will approach you and hug you.
Wait,
can you do it again?
I appreciate it.
Effie, do you wish for me to toll the bell? Because
Honey.
we're at 11.
Embiggen thyself.
Oh, nice.
Close it.
That was the worst that VR chat has ever crashed for me. It did the Gmod crash thing where like it would keep playing the last bit of audio over and over again.
Though, because like, well, that's just what happens with VR chat.
froze, dude.
Dude,
my VR chat
I think
froze.
that's also the biggest crash that's ever happened.
Dude,
you were also
here's the thing,
within
dude, my VR
Waypoint.
chat.
What do you
My
mean?
VR chat froze at the worst moment, dude. Like I was
I
about to pick
think
up, picking up Mori.
At least out
and
of the
I was
people
like
on my
this,
friends
and
list,
my game
Silver
froze like
might have
this.
been the only person who didn't crash.
I only saw you and Zuri in here when I
sign.
went to reconnect.
It's
my No,
Okay.
it's waifu.
I've been crashing a lot, but my crashes have entirely been hardware issues, and like I haven't been affected by this VR chat crash at all.
Wholesomeness.
Technology.
Oh god, you have the stop sign.
ironic part, Kate?
Hey, you don't even have a mesh on the bottom of it. The mesh is open on the bottom.
When my game crashed. His companion.
The mesh is open on the bottom.
That's weird. I know. I need to fix that. It's just kind of just like a throwing it together sort of situation.
I'm gonna hop
Like,
back
even the world
into
drop just
the
doesn't
thing I
work.
was in the middle of doing.
Okay, can I hug you first? Because I'm going to bed.
I noticed you were responding real quick. I thought you were just like,
I love you, dear. Happy Valentine's Day.
Come up, come up.
Happy. Happy Galentine's Gay.
Happy Galentine's Gay. Sleep well. We'll see you in the morning.
Thank you. You too. Bonk.
Bonk.
Like right before the crash happened, I was gonna try to start talking about like.
Oh fucking Christ. Stretch.
But with that soul being that kind.
The long lost midnight.
A gold ring.
I see. You went missing. I was concerned.
I did went missing.
It's great.
Again, this would be
I need.
It's great to see you again, but we're about to do a ritual. If you want to watch that, go
Hell
ahead, but
no,
we're
dude.
about to try to
I
fix
ain't part of the.
We're
I'm
about to
part of
fix
that
it.
demonic stuff. What the hell?
It's not demonic. It's cleansing, actually. So.
It's in your
Have fun with that.
Hi, Kima. Fuck you, you stupid ass, stupid son of a fuck you, bitch.
Alright. I suppose the next thing to do is to...
There was a whole thing that was happening. And then the fucking crash happened. Which apparently was not just me. That was apparently a lot of people. Which is cute. I don't even know where... Yeah. At this point, it might just be how that ends.
And because just try to think of something that you want to say during the ritual to try to get him back.
Yeah, take some of the lavender.
the lavender.
And you can probably try pick up a few fruits from the farm on your way out.
Here's some
Just cover all your bases.
Bug. Here's some rosemary.
I am just being.
Bug, I don't understand.
Overwhelmed
Which night?
Thank you. Yo, can I Yo, we're doing a ritual. Hold on, let me.
Arthur showed up just on time. That was fantastic.
So who's leading
Literally
this?
couldn't be better plan. We're setting up the ritual. You know, doing just a. We're gonna be doing the ritual on that magic circle right there.
this? Who's
Not necessarily a leading thing is the thing. It's not a leading thing. It is everybody coalescing their intentions together. It is an intention-based ritual.
I got my ritual mask on. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Fuck whatever it was I was about to do. That's the end of session. Sorry, it was a little bit of a weird end there. Yeah, I know.
No, I know. No, I'm not worried about that. It's just kind of like, it worked out, but then it's just kind of like, I feel bad for just kind of like constantly just saying like, no. Just to like everyone else, just like, well, we can help you, we can use spells and stuff. You're just like, no, please.
In that case, dear, what you gotta say is out of character. I am scared of, or not scared, but I have a fear of going underwater in VR. And it's when you exercise your right to consent.
No, yeah. I mean, I felt like I did it in character fine. They just kind of like, I just kept finding myself like at random points, and then I just like, man, oh. Ooh,
Honey,
posture.
What?
Okay.
Why is this happening?
What is going on with you, honey?
I don't know.
It looks like your camera's
That's a
too
great
low.
question.
But I...
This is kind of a.
What's up? Is there something wrong? There's nothing wrong with me, right?
You're like this.
There's no way there's anything wrong with me, right?
Your hips are. No, you're good. It's perfect. That's just completely fine. Normal. You're normal.
Uh-huh.
You're normal.
Played off Tiny Relic awesome, by the way.
Wait, do you have full body tracking?
The amount of
No.
I remember.
Oh, okay.
I wish, but no. Look.
Were insane today.
You Megumin. Can you explosion? Can you explosion?
Didn't even realize that
Darkness, blacker than black.
I remember.
I thought there was just another.
Something, blah, 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 die!
Yeah, that's what I thought at first, is I thought there was just another character playing an automaton, and then I heard the voice and I saw the name.
I don't have an explosion effect, I'm sorry. I could disappear though.
Arms ripped off.
I have this. Hey, look over there. Oh.
I'm looking over there.
Yeah, the amount of what
I'm still here.
You're looking over there? You're looking over there, you promise?
I'm looking over there.
Alright.
I promise.
I promised the pirate a sail.
And now my neck hurts because I've been staying up all day.
What? What? Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Did you just dive into the floor?
Alright. Fucking see ya, idiots!
Outstanding. Good meme, good meme.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Wolf.
Is anyone using
wait.
the one... Oh.
Honey, come back, honey, come back. I gotta show you something. Honey. Honey. Where'd she go? She's gone. I can't believe this.
She's dead.
There you go. Right behind you.
Where's Honey? Take off your hat. I killed her.
I did too much.
I can't believe it.
I don't remember anything.
Look what you've done, Cadence.
That's the first thing I
Take off your hat.
I can't. I literally can't.
Switch into a different model.
What the fuck?
Trust me, dear.
It's probably a good thing nobody's come in with a Megamine model because I need you to find a way to add that to model too. She needs that hat.
Did you hear about the scarecrow bit with a biz?
I freaked out every time I saw the scarecrow. It was.
Oh my god! Oh, that was so loud! Holy shit!
Honey, no! Honey's dead!
That was so loud!
Okay, this is not gonna work. I can't brush. This has no hair. I cannot brush the hair. But it is cute. Hello there, dear.
Relic has
Maybe
earned
I can.
Brush Relic's hair.
I'm not sure how to feel about it. I don't
Relic
have
has
hair.
earned
Guasso.
Relic, you have
earned a
you
new
have hair,
nickname
right?
today, and I'm not sure how to feel about it.
Oh. You brush metal?
Guasso.
Creature is mostly done.
I mean, you are quite rusty. I need to get some of that off. I didn't get around to texturing your baby.
You're
I'll have
fine.
them done by next week, okay?
You're fine. I showed Advo this, and he said I had to get rid of the antenna, but I'm keeping him because I like him.
Oh.
And as far as things go, they're fairly And then he said get rid of the paint, so I just made it look like rust, which makes sense if this has been sitting in a crate for 150 years.
Idol is inside the face and it's still poking
Honey,
out a
come
bit, so
back.
that needs to be fixed. There's a couple Visines
Come
that
up
are still
close.
pending.
Come up close.
I can go and viz.
Aww.
You know, I didn't
I'm gonna
even
eat your
intend
nose.
it, but I was very aware that some of the things
Do it, I
that
dare
I
you.
said as drunk mochi, the way I said them just sounded like Polaria.
God, today was.
I need to put my my book effect on just my avatar in general so I can just go invisible. Whoa.
I need to figure out how to
have-
get.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh my god.
I should be able to close these
I have a
claws, but I
remove
don't know how to
cadence
do
button.
expressions.
Ow. I have a remove.
Who should I
cadence
raid?
button. Look. Watch. No, like look at cadence.
Oh god! Oh, holy shit! Oh my god! Do that again! Do that again! Do that shit! Do that fucking again! One second, I need to get my camera out. What the fuck? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my fucking
Hang on.
god!
It takes a second.
Get ready, get...
Or put clothes on it, obviously.
Ready? Does my head disappear?
You need to show me that later.
I should do that.
I'm assuming my head disappears.
Oh, it's good. Let me just say it's good. You'll see the screenshot. Okay, are you going back in, dear?
I'm seeing
Nope.
what else this affects.
Okay.
It gets rid of a lot of people's hair.
I'm gonna raid though.
I might need to make myself bigger.
It's because it's a transparent clipping.
Hi, chat.
I'll raid them too.
Hi, chat.
You wanna raid Ash with
I need
me?
to figure out how to add expressions to a module.
The Art of Ash.
Because I should be able to close these arms. I should be able to close these claws.
Yeah,
It's almost there. It's like
Mhm.
7% of it.
And I want to do like a welding flame effect here or something.
Oh yeah.
Pretty bleeding too with those chicken wings.
Appreciate all of the money.
Yeah, I think that's because it's trans clipping that is doing that.
Yeah, yeah.
AO trans?
AO trans?
I know.
Hell yeah. But
The
basically what happened
transagender
was
clipping.
your hair
My
and
head.
your eyes were visible.
All right,
Nothing
everyone,
else
have
was.
fun with Ash.
Oh no.
It was very funny. What?
You're fine. You're unaffected.
Audie was breaking
you're
it as
unaffected.
well
Oh,
at points.
okay.
I hope you guys have a wonderful
Invis effects.
night.
Bye,
Yeah.
chat.
Bye, chat.
I'm being poked. I'm being poked.
Have fun.
How dare. How dare